Oh, man, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. Happy Wednesday. Second game of a back-to-back for both of these squads as we are live in Madison Square Garden, New York. The New York Knicks taking on the defending champ. Let me backtrack as I show you guys that hat. Let me backtrack. The NBA Cup champion New York Knicks taking on the reigning NBA champion Oklahoma City Thunder. I had to put that label on our team to let the Thunder fans know that we ain't scared and we want the smoke. We understand the level of basketball that this Thunder team has played in the last 2 years, but the New York Knicks are now looking to make a push for themselves to be in the same spot. So I'm going to put some respect on my team's name with no worry and no fear. And you should do the same. Shout out to you guys, man. It's your boy CK2K running the ones and twos here on KnicksFanTV for yet another play-by-play. A big one today. We took on a big hurdle on Sunday, taking out the San Antonio Spurs with a similar record to OKC, but now a big test. A team that we did not beat not one time last year. Can we get the job done today? Shout out to you guys viewing, whether you are watching us on Twitter, whether you're watching us on Twitch, whether you're watching us on Facebook, or right here on YouTube. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. Shout out to you guys. This stream is brought to you by Prize Picks. Use that promo code KFTV to get up to $50 after your first $5 picks. Shout out to El Dantastico. We got B Mills over on Twitch. Geo Slaps is here. Magic was good. We here, man. I got the energy for it, man. I'm excited for this one. You can't tell me otherwise. I feel good about this one, good or in between. I think the Knicks are going to have themselves a good effort today. At least I hope, man. I hope the Knicks don't let me down and then we go and half-ass it in this game. Again, both teams played a game yesterday, so I don't want an excuse about back-to-backs and all that. No, both teams had a game yesterday, and I expect the New York Knicks to be able to handle business at the same level as Oklahoma City. What up, everybody over on YouTube? Shout out to all of my mods and my members. Guys, show some love real quick. I see you, Dead Prez, John Talento, Russell Whiskey. We got Genergy in the building, 90 Brooklyn. Chef Curtis West is here, ladies and gentlemen. We got, who am I missing? Respect Shaq back in the building. Marcus Miller. What's good with you? Let me make sure I get all my members before we move on. NYC B-Ball in the building. 86 Smurr is here. Damian Tucker. Appreciate all the support by my members and the mods holding it down as per usual. Shout out to Raphael. We got Wisdom in the building. We got Jersey here with us. Iron Wolf. I'm trying to read between. Base God always here. Socrates always here. And we got Edward. I almost called you Eduardo Figueroa. Edward Figueroa. Jax. Shout out to everybody here rocking with us for yet another play-by-play. Yeah, man, your boy got. Yeah, I felt like dusting it off today. I felt like today's, this is a basketball game between champions. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be on that level today. This is the kind of level I want the respect on my basketball team. Now, if my basketball team go out there and then they don't play like they deserve the respect, then the hat gonna be gone. But I want that respect on my team's name. All right. One of us actually made it to the cup. The other one fell short against a team that we beat 2 times this season. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm on that energy today. OKC having a great season, but the New York Knicks, I'm hoping that we can get this thing done today. I'm on some energy today. Shout out to my man KG. I see you, bro. KG 7 full back in the building. DJ Desi is right here with us. Shout out to DJ Desi. We got Dev Wheeler. All right, let me start reading what y'all are saying. I'm shouting y'all out, but I ain't even really reading what y'all saying. Magic saying, I'm calling it now. Cat having a big game today. That is crucial. We need it. I hope you are correct, sir. Game Hunter, what's up, brother? He said both teams played yesterday except SGA, Hartenstein, and Holmgren. You see, B Mills, I left some certain caveats out on purpose. You didn't have to go ahead and bring that one up, especially with us playing Mitchell Robinson yesterday. There's probably all likelihood that he ain't playing today. So, you didn't have to bring that up, B Mills. But it's all good. It's all good. Confidence still through the roof. But yes, that is a factual that needs to be mentioned. Thank you, B Mills, for that. SGA and the squad back out there. Chet Holmgren back out there. Yeah, this one is going to be interesting to say the very least. Let me get the scoreboard up. Knicks versus OKC. I don't know why the scoreboard wasn't up the first time. We're not going back to our original scoreboard. Still having some issues with that one, so we're rocking with the one that helped us out yesterday. If I can get it to load up, golly. Right now, they are about to do the jump ball. Coming up right now. What the heck? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? All right. You're fired. You're fired. Mitch definitely ain't playing today after that ankle scare. Yeah, I don't think he's playing today at all. We have to readjust it. Either way, Oklahoma City going to start off with the ball. They win the tip. I know scoreboard is not up. It is refreshing right now as Carson Wallace wastes no time to strike first. 2-0 to start this game off. I will start off by letting you guys know I'm aware that I may be slightly behind, if not aggressively behind some of you guys' broadcasts. It always happens with national televised games, especially on ESPN, as OG Anunoby gets things started for the New York Knicks after the Thunder struck first. So, yes, score is going to be up here in just a second. Box score will be up here in just a second. Chet Holmgren for 3. And, man, oh, man, this is the type of game we are going to be seeing. Will the Knicks be able to lock in defensively in this one? OG open again. Double team on the way. Get there short on the closeout, but OG Anunoby not able to make the bucket. Let me work on this scoreboard here for you guys. Lou Dort on the drive. Lou Dort dribbles out of bounds, and it will be Knicks ball. Yeah, we're having some technical issues here behind the scenes, so there is no score yet. The score will be up here momentarily. Score is 5-3, Oklahoma City with the early lead. Yeah, we have some technical difficulties, so the score will be up. Forgive me. Let me call it as it is. Shout out to everybody over on YouTube. Shout out to you guys on Twitch. We know, CK. Yes, fake comeback alert. See, Genergy, you say we know, but there's people that still throw around the CK so far behind. So I have to say it before every stream. I have to let it be known, Genergy, because there's still going to be somebody complaining about it behind the scenes. 3-ball no good by Josh Hart. Rebounded, put back up by Brunson, and Brunson not able to make the mid-ranger. OKC still up by 2. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander step back, but great defense from OG Anunoby, but not good enough. SGA has been so good at that step back mid-range fader. It doesn't matter if fader. Doesn't matter if there's a hand in the face or no. Goes down regardless. Mikal Bridges not able to make the transition 3. And right now the Knicks starting to brick as the Thunder make their shots. Carson Wallace, no good. Rebounded by OG. Knicks have an opportunity here. One man to beat for Mikal Bridges. Bridges picked up by Lou Dort, decides to reset. Jalen Brunson out to Towns. Towns fakes it right past his former teammate out to an open OG Anunoby, short again. And the New York Knicks not making their shots here early. Yet another slow start for the New York Knicks. It has been that way for this team, even though we have won the last bunches of games as SGA makes another step back pull in the mid-range. Mike Brown letting them play through it as we trail by 6, going 1 for 6 to start off this game. Bridges having a hard time corralling the pass, gets it with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on his hip, goes right after the MVP, shoots the jumper over him, draws the contact, and one by Mikal Bridges, responding to the early start here by the Oklahoma City Thunder. Bridges draws some contact, gets the foul on the MVP, and Bridges looking for the three-point play. Let me get the scoreboard back on track. My apologies early on. I know some of you were looking for the score. I will get the score to you here momentarily. We're having some problems, but they will be fixed. Oklahoma City Thunder with the early lead, 9-6, not the other way around. Knicks trailing by 3. Shout out to you, James. He said, yo, bro, just caught your stream. Can't stay long, so I dropped the follow. Want to support your journey? I can connect with you, big Twitch streamer. Blah. Lot of love, lot of words. Appreciate you. Thanks for the follow. Right now, Chet Holmgren responded immediately. Wrong sound with a 3. 12-6. Trying to read a little bit of everything, and I missed Chet Holmgren making a 3 after we got a 3-point play the hard way. Jalen Brunson not able to make the fadeaway jumper, starting off 0-2. And it seems like we get one shot attempt, and then immediately the ball back in the hands of the Oklahoma City Thunder. This one, I'm telling you, is going to come down to defense for the New York Knicks. I'm not worried about the slow start offensively. OG Anunoby blocking Holmgren, gets the steal from him. And the Knicks going the other way. Right as I was talking about their defense, big play there from OG Anunoby. Bridges now picked up by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. A lot of reaching for him. Missed shot there for Mikal Bridges. I like the aggressive take there, going for the fadeaway jumper over the MVP. Down goes Brunson. Charge called. And a foul early for Chet Holmgren. Great bait there for the captain himself, Jalen Brunson. Let me get this scoreboard up, chat. Hold on one second. Knicks ball, bringing the ball up the court. Let me get the scoreboard up for you guys. We were taking too long getting this going. My apologies. Josh Hart goes for the floater, gets blocked and rebounded by OKC. Knicks looking to try and get yet another stop after a solid defensive start for them. SGA missing. And it seems to be a battle so far between Mikal Bridges and the MVP. SGA goes right after a Hart, and that's going to be the second foul drawn by SGA. Not sure if that's going to equal much of anything, because he's not one that typically fouls much, but it's going to help us out seeing arguably the most important player for Oklahoma City get into some early foul trouble. But this kid right here, Jared McCain, who the Thunder absolutely stole from the Philadelphia 76ers, he's been having a nice run since becoming an Oklahoma City Thunder. 12-6 is the score. Jalen Brunson looking for the screen. Brunson picked up by Cason Wallace. I keep saying Carson Wallace. Cason Wallace. Passes it to Towns. Towns yet to score. He said, CK, I got this bucket for you right here. Fadeaway jumper. 8-12 is the count. And here we go. Finally got a scoreboard to show. Again, scoreboard's going to be slightly ahead. It is in the future. No good for 3 there. Rebounded by Towns. Brunson going the other way. Brunson finding Bridges. Bridges Euro step. Bridges floater. Bridges good. An aggressive Mikal Bridges getting us started. You know, a lot of scrutiny towards Mikal Bridges all season long, but he has stepped up against the teams that matter here down this stretch that we have been on. A missed 3 ball by Jared McCain, and the Knicks going the other way. Josh Hart full of his steam. Comes up short on the layup, goes down in the front row, and the Thunder have numbers. It's going to be 5-on-4 here. Lou Dort to Holmgren. Holmgren goes all the way up. He gets the roll and a 4-point lead for OKC. Back in the hands of OG Anunoby. Anunoby going right after Dort. Loses the handle, finding Bridges. Bridges another shot. Bridges short on the 3, rebounded by Isaiah Hartenstein. I think we are good and we are caught up. I should be able to see the chat now as well. Isaiah Hartenstein out to Holmgren. Holmgren already on the boards and gets another 3 ball. And Chet Holmgren taking the reins for Oklahoma City. Early 17-10 timeout called by Mike Brown. The Knicks did a good job trying to get right back into the game, but the Thunder keep us at arm's length, extend the lead to 7, 17-10 with 6:07 left in the first quarter. The Knicks have some work to do. This is going to be a tall task, but the Knicks so far looking like they are answering the call. I agree, Zach, that should have been an and one on Mikal Bridges. But we're, getting fouls against this team is going to be tough, especially with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander already with 2. Referees are going to start to swallow the whistle. You know what I mean. Shout out to G Peace, man. Appreciate you. I see you, OG Senpai Sama. He says, I'm hoping OG goes crazy tonight. I need a 40-piece minimum. That is a tall task, but as long as OG steps up defensively, gets his 18, 20, 20-something today, I'm cool with OG Anunoby. But he's been playing well on both sides of the floor as of late. OKC, a bigger team than Knicks overall. Yeah, we'll be all right, though. Get Hart off the floor. Josh Hart has been getting a lot of scrutiny as of late. I've been, I'm part of that because I'm in that minority that believes that the starting lineup needs to be shifted a little bit, starting with Josh Hart. Again, I'm not saying we need to take minutes away from Hart. I just feel like we should go with a different starting five to make things a bit easier for us defensively. I had the wrong screen up this entire time. Tragic scenes. Let me adjust the Thunder logo, make it look a little less crazy. Score is up. There we go. All right. I think we're finally on track. This is what always happens. There's always something that I ain't got done right, and I got to fix it. We CK Hive. Let's go, baby. CK Hive in the building. Mo Magic, please. We need him. We need some Mo Diawara minutes. CK, is Mitch playing tonight or nah? If I were a betting man, I would say nah. But unless somebody could tell me the injury report, I did not see him. Yeah, no, Mitch Robinson is inactive today. Him, Dylan Jones, and Deuce McBride all inactive. So we will be seeing some Ariel Hukporti today. We need the hustle play from Ariel Hukporti tonight. Who's your favorite Knick on the team right now? I guess I have to stay in character. I have to stay with the meme and say Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges, definitely somebody that I stand for sure, to the dismay of a lot of Knicks fans. CK's Mitch, we answered that question. Salute CK2K and KnicksFanTV. J Rose, we appreciate you as always, man. Hart was player of the game last game. Hart in there to cause havoc. Love it. But these slow starts, man. These slow starts. Like I said, I am not minimizing the amount of minutes Josh Hart will play. That's not what I'm saying. I just feel like we give ourselves a better shot with a different starting five. That's all. We got a new commercial with it's AT&T with my Office people. Man, I love the Office, man. I gotta watch this commercial, bro. I didn't see that one before. Cat demands the ball. We do need Karl-Anthony Towns to be a little bit more a part of this game so far. Because again, same thing I said about Toronto. I don't know who really can match up against Cat. Maybe Hartenstein. I know Holmgren's skinny self is not going to be up there posting up with Karl-Anthony Towns. So I would like to see us play a little bit more with Karl-Anthony Towns as well. I think that's a good point. We're back in action now. It is Knicks ball. Jared McCain out there. Landry Shamet has checked in. Hukporti checking in. Mo Diawara checking in. Only starters are Hart and Brunson. Brunson has yet to score in this one. Misses there. Rebounded by Wallace. Wallace now pushing the pace. Wallace finding Dort. Dort over to Jay Williams. I got to know which is which. Is J-Dub and then is Jalen Williams. Speaking of J-Dub, J-Dub not active today. And a foul called. Ariel Hukporti didn't even realize there was a foul. Hart arguing with the referee there. Referee not listening to it. Foul is going to be called nonetheless. Josh Hart there, the culprit with the foul. Interesting call. It's some BS that you sit Mitch for a game like this and you burn him against the bum as Toronto. We did struggle a little bit with Toronto, but yes, the narrative I do agree with. Case and Wallace over to Jalen Williams. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Good defense here from Hukporti, forcing up some nonsense. Great deflection there from Ariel Hukporti. That is what we're going to need to see there. Because without Mitchell Robinson today, we're already at a disadvantage at that position, and that is the kind of stuff that grew a fandom for Ariel Hukporti last season, asking for him to get more minutes. This year he's been up and down, but right now a good start there for Hukporti in his first moments in this game. Jalen Brunson again still looking for his first bucket. Cross-court pass from Mo Diawara, saved by Josh Hart. A wild pass to say the least. Hart now going right after Holmgren. A lot of contact, no foul called. And the other way we go here for OKC. OKC hands the ball over to Lou Dort. Lou Dort picked up by Shamet. Dort over to Holmgren. Holmgren finding Wallace. Case and Wallace playing a lot of minutes in this one. Again, with the foul trouble early for SGA. Doesn't matter because a 3-ball down yet again by Chet Holmgren. 20-10, 10-point game. OKC Thunder, a deep squad, even with the MVP not playing much here early. Everyone else getting the job done, especially the likes of Chet Holmgren. Ariel Hukporti looking around. Hukporti hands it off, but not cleanly. It's going to be tipped away by the Knicks. I don't know why they didn't fight to go after that ball. There was clearly off of Brunson on that handoff, and Brunson arguing with it, but if you looked at it, it did go off of Brunson last, which is unfortunate. Back to the Thunder, the ball goes. box score up so we can switch over the screens. That's the wrong screen. That's the right screen. Chet Holmgren with the backup. He's picked up by Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart, who get the steal. 2010, Knicks need a bucket. Mo Diawara will be the one to get it done. Timeout called by OKC, and the New York Knicks strike back in the lead back to 7 for Oklahoma City. It was starting to get nasty there for the New York Knicks, but after a defensive stop and a transition 3-ball, the Knicks still keeping it close, 20-13, with 3.5 left in the quarter. Shout out to Mo Diawara. And shout out to you guys in the chat, man, for rocking with us for another play-by-play. This one's going to be a tough one, man. This one is not a game for the faint of heart. I understand we like to throw around blame and throw around complaints and stuff when the Knicks start off with a deficit, but this game is not going to be for the faint of heart. It's going to be a nitty-gritty type of game. This one will not be a wire-to-wire. This one will not be a blowout. The New York Knicks definitely going to keep themselves in it all the way throughout this game, but there's going to be ups and downs, and right now the Knicks going through a down to start the game against the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder. So buckle up, people. Get your, like I said, make sure you got your aspirin, make sure you got your Tylenol, make sure you got your aspirator, whatever you need. This one's going to be a tough one. Buckle up. We got CK Mo needs to start, bro. I agree, Eddie. I agree. I will die on that hill, but I know I'm not going to get my wish, which is fine, but I do agree. It just makes sense. I feel like we're just making our lives a little bit easier if you give yourself some length, and he has the ability to stretch, and he does play defense with a little bit more physicality. But, again, I understand the rookie argument. I get all that, but I'm right there with you. I think that would be a great shift in the starting five. What up, Frankie? What's good, brother? Salute. Cool Mo D. Josh cannot guard Chet. My God. Yeah. KG said, no shame. He said, Brunson is liability in this game, he is saying. Give me GTA. KG already throwing around this is Brunson's fault. I got it. Again, I can't really argue with you. Brunson right now giving us a whole lot of nothing. 0 for 3 from the floor, not really providing much defensively. Does KG have an argument? I'll leave it to you guys to discuss. We in there like, what up, Kush? He said we in there like swimwear, CK. It's only one way to go now. Up. Shout out to Kush as the Knicks fight against the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder. We got 400 in the building right now in the first quarter. That's how you know that the Knicks Nation is locked in on this vital yet fun matchup against the Oklahoma City Thunder. This is our first time seeing them this year, right? Yes, we haven't seen them yet, have we? Am I tripping? Do I not remember it? I'm going to need a fact check. We might have seen them already this year, right? Help, Chad, help. Stat keepers, help. Let's get gritty. Agreed, Energy. This is going to be just that. You got to stop with the Brunson nonsense. Tell them, Dead Prez. Respect for all y'all. Respect for all y'all. Do appreciate you. Shark. I'm trying to put it together. You have the 8 in there. I'm trying to make it make sense. My guy CK Mo D Hive, check in. LJ, what up, brother? Yes, Mo Diawara. The stock is going up on the kid. Just understand that there's still a lot for him to develop, but I do believe with what he provides, I would put him in the starting five. Again, I'm not saying he needs to play about 30 to 40 minutes. I just feel like we would start off with a lot better of a shot with him in there, but that's my 2 cents. What above the rim? What's good, man? Back in action. New York Knicks trailing here early by 7. 20-13 is the score. We got Caruso going around for a shot. Draws a lot of contact. I think it's going to be on Hukporti. It is, in fact, on Ariel Hukporti. And Caruso going to the line after just getting into the game, the last possession. Alex Caruso, a very important pickup for this team. I think he definitely helped elevate this team to the championship status that they were at last year. Very, very serviceable guard off of the bench and still stays that way. And right as I compliment him, misses the first free throw. So maybe I should say more nice things about Alex Caruso. So he misses again. So you get the lineup, the best lineup for this game right now: GTA, Bridges, Diawara, OG, and Cat. What do you think? I would love that, and I do think we'll get that lineup in either the third or fourth quarter. But second or fourth quarter. I do like that lineup. That is a good transition lot 5 right there, like to start a second quarter, to start a fourth quarter. I'm with you on that. Brunson jump pass over to Shamit. Shamit finding Hart. Hart over to Diawara. Diawara with enough space. He pulls the corner 3, and Mo D 4-3. Last 2 threes going down to the rookie. 16-20. Confidence through the roof for the kid. Kick ball by Ariel Hukporti. I'm liking the effort we're getting from Hukporti. He's doing a good job stepping up to the plate on this game with no Mitchell Robinson. A lot to be asked for Ariel Hukporti, and I think he's done a good job so far. Wisdom wants Hart out of the game, and he gets his wish. Hart to the bench as OG Anunoby checks back in, but so does SGA. Bridges and SGA were going at it early, forcing the 2 fouls on SGA with his overly aggressive play. But now OG Anunoby going to get the task of guarding SGA. Passes it out to Isaiah Joe. Is that Joe? Am I getting that wrong? It's either Joe or it's Isaiah Joe, number 11. Yeah, tripping. Sorry. Or Aaron Wiggins. No, that's definitely Isaiah Joe. Screen there from Hukporti, but they're going to call a moving screen. Alex Caruso goes down, and Hukporti, after giving him some credit, picks up 2 fouls early. And I'm not sure what direction Mike Brown's going to have to go here with Hukporti with 2 fouls in the early going. I need to go back to Karl Anthony Towns here in a little bit. I know he starts the second quarter, but we'll see. He's electing to keep Hukporti out there through the fouls. Turnover by Jalen Brunson, but they're going to call a kickball. Yo, Hukporti doing it all, ladies and gentlemen. That's about 2 kickballs called on Ariel Hukporti early on. Jalen Brunson saying that he hit the ball loose first, and that's not the right call. Referee's not listening to it, and it's going to be Oklahoma City ball. Our second game against OKC is later this month. That's what I thought, Kev. Okay, so this is our first time against them. You're right. Thank you. Thank you for confirming that. I was like, pretty sure we haven't played them yet this year. This is our first time. Jared McCain losing the rock to the defense by Mo Diawara. Jalen Brunson scoops it over to Shamit. Shamit faking the pass. Shamit on the drive. Shamit pulls at the free throw line, and Shamit gets the bucket to fall. Knicks trailing by 2 now. Great climbing for the New York Knicks on an 8-0 run against the champs. SGA now about to go ball dominant here. The Knicks going to have to withstand that storm. Nice give and go there. Down goes Brunson. Another charge. No, it's no call. SGA gets away with it. That is a missed call. And Mike Brown is beside himself. Brunson still talking with the referee. And you saw the entire Garden get up after that missed charge call by the officials. 22-18. Mo Diawara hits the ball loose. And now the referee's whistles work. Mike Brown is beside himself. This is the first time all season we've seen Mike Brown get in the face. Spit flying as he gets in the face of the referee. And you know the referee's done effed up because they did not give Mike Brown a technical foul. He is pissed. He's poking. He's jabberjawing. No technical foul given to the coach because they know that they blew it with the call. I lied, technical foul. There's SGA. I was trying to egg it on, but Mike Brown does get the technical foul. I take it back. Tragic, my fault. Mike Brown, I was with you, bro. I was trying to hype you up, but they gave you the technical, bro. But I like it, though, man. Mike Brown's still trying to get in the face of the referee. Referee is sweating already, feeling the heat of the Garden. But, yeah, man, I'm with them, though. Like, the foul's already in the way of the Oklahoma City Thunder. If you were watching yesterday's game, we saw them going towards the Raptors as well. Mike Brown not having it 2 nights in a row. Knicks almost poked the ball free. We got a 5 right now of Landry Shamet, OG Anunoby, Mo Diawara, Jalen Brunson, and Ariel Hukporti. Lazy pass from Hukporti. Diawara trying to save the day. Jared McCain open for 3. Misses again. Knicks trying to get the rebound. They will not. Offensive board for Caruso. Finding Isaiah Joe. Joe out to Williams. Williams back to SGA. SGA in the paint. Gets Hukporti up. Easy scoop lay. And all the work the Knicks put in, we're just watching it disintegrate after each and every play. 25-18. Brunson is stuck at the half-court line. Oh, my goodness. And it is just all kind of nonsense going on for the Knicks. After an 8-0 run, the Thunder right back in it with a 7-point lead. Genergy said, hold me back. Let's go, Mike. Chat loving the energy we're getting from Mike Brown. Now, Mike Brown very animated in this one. You can tell that this one matters to the squad. A missed 3 there, but it's because the play stopped after a moving screen. These officials going to have to be on point here today because a lot of chaos going on in this one. And the Knicks trying to keep themselves in it. Mo got to stop gambling on the steal. Yeah, those cross-court passes, got to be careful when you gamble for those, but not mad at them so far. Bring in Cat, sit Huck, and bring in Sohan to defend Chet. Okay, that's pretty solid opinions there as Brunson gets his first bucket of the game off of a floater. Knicks trailing by 5, 25-20. Under 30 seconds remains in this one. SGA with a pump fake of death. Everyone falls for that pump fake, but it doesn't matter because it's a missed 3 by Jalen Williams, rebounded by Mo Diawara. Knicks could use a bucket here to end the quarter on the right note. Brunson gets off the cross. Brunson has an open OG, doesn't get to him, tries to force a shot up anyways. 5 seconds remain. He finally gets an OG. Will OG give it to us? He will. Jalen Brunson gets bailed out. That should have been the play. He's mad about not getting a foul, but Brunson made the wrong play. But luckily, we got a second chance to get the 3 ball anyways. He tried to sell the foul. There was nothing there. Brunson finally gets the ball to OG, and OG 4-3. Knicks trail by 2 after a jam-packed, action-filled first quarter. Chaos everywhere. And the Knicks survived the storm, trailing by 2 points. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, you guys got to be prepared for this kind of a game. This ain't going to be your easy run-of-the-mill Knicks game. No. This is the kind of game that's going to get you sent to the hospital due to heart palpitations. What's good, everybody? Hope you guys are good, man. First quarter in the books. Knicks trail by 2. A lot of chaos, a lot of mistakes here and there, but the Thunder making mistakes of their own, keeping this game close. Shout out to you guys for rocking with us. Shout out to you guys over on Twitch. Shout out to you guys here on YouTube. Man, oh man, this one shall be fun. B. Mills said, when Tim Legler said that should have been a 3rd foul on SGA, we know what type of game we're in. Yeah, look, man, SGA is, I do like SGA, but he does get severely protected in a lot of big matchups, especially on national TV. So the Knicks need to weather that storm. Guys, you guys know this proud sponsor of today's stream is none other than Prize Picks. Use that promo code KFTV to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, y'all, that's code KFTV to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right, people. And one thing's for sure, these referees want to be right every time they make a call, even though they've gotten so many of them wrong so far. But right now, the Knicks still sticking with it, and we're right there in it. 4 fouls for the Knicks and 4 fouls for the Thunder. So far, so even, quote unquote. Knicks shooting 39% in that first quarter, 40 from 3, and the Thunder shooting 48% from the field, but only 29 from 3. The Thunder already putting up 14 threes in this one. Again, Chet Holmgren, he needs to be stopped. Who will be the one to slow him down? Chet already got 14 points in this one. He is going to be a problem. So we're going to see what this is. What are these graphics I'm looking at right now? Why does Bridges look scared? Why is he scared by playing 609? I don't understand the graphic. Why would he be scared for playing so many games? That was a weird graphic there for ESPN, and I'm going to act like I didn't see anything there. Fisher Hunter said that score, CK. What score? 25-23. 23-25. Is there a meme there? What's the meme? Refs are terrible. I'm not scared of this team. Keep forgetting Caruso performative as on they team also. Wow. If we could get half the calls the NBA gives OKC, we would go undefeated and win a chip. Well, so far the fouls are pretty even. I know it doesn't feel that way, but the fouls are 4 apiece. Yeah, I don't know what I was just looking at, bro. Son, what the F? I don't know what I was just looking at, bro. And they just threw those graphics at us, made no damn sense, and went back to commercials, bro. ESPN makes no sense, man. They just threw those random commercials, those random graphics, and went back to commercials. Like, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing, bro? I'm so happy to see Brown get a T. People have been asking for Mike Brown to get aggressive to the point of getting a technical foul. But nah, he says, CK, you need the Gotham app for real. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Here we are. ESPN bugging. MSG greater than ESPN. That is a fact. All right, back in action. We got GTA, Mikal Bridges, Mo Diawara still out there, Karl Anthony Towns, and OG Anunoby. We got the lineup already, as I told you guys. Expected in the second and the fourth quarter. And I like this 5 as well. I am a fan of this one. Mo Diawara with no hesitation steps up, takes the 3, and gives the Knicks the lead. That's 3 threes for Mo Diawara. He's already at 9 points here. Not scared of the moment. Now he switches over to pick up Chet Holmgren. Chet Holmgren got him on the baseline. Mo Diawara, great defense. And here's the thing, just because Holmgren is tall, you can still play him like a guard because he's not the most physical player. Just got to get a hand up. So I like that matchup of Mo D on Chet Holmgren. Again, imagine if you had started Mo Diawara. But again, what am I talking about? OG Anunoby pulls the 3. That one no good. Rebounded by SGA. Knicks with the lead now, 26-25. SGA with a wild take, put back dunk from Chet Holmgren, and SGA throws his hands in the air. He can't believe he didn't get a foul there. But either way, Oklahoma City back in the lead. 16 points already for Chet Holmgren. Who is going to stop that man? GTA finding Mikal Bridges. Bridges over to Mo Diawara. Santana with the $5 super. Almost a turnover. Float game from Alvarado. It's no good. Rebounded by the Thunder. Santana with $5 super says, CK, Mo D, I get it. I respect the rook. Yes, sir, Santana. Yes, sirski. Definitely still a lot to learn. A turnover there, but a foul. The Thunder bailed out there with a foul. Physical play by the New York Knicks. Thunder not ready for that life, and the referee's not ready to let them play with that life. That was a good defensive stop. I'm trying to see again. Bridges, hand on the hip. What's the foul? Oh, OG Anunoby on the pass? Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, 10-20 left. OG Anunoby picking up a foul there. Interesting call. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Yeah, SGA matched up against Alvarado. Alvarado being a pest, but it won't matter because Alex Caruso making the 3-ball, pushing the lead up to 4 for OKC. 30-26 is the count. Mikal Bridges picked up. Mikal Bridges looking around. Mikal Bridges finding OG Anunoby. Anunoby picked up by Chet Holmgren. One-on-one. Isaiah Joe, the smaller defender. OG moves him with a slight push. Bridges going on the drive. Bridges back out to OG. OG trying to keep it. He has 1 second to heave. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Up and in, though, with the putback lay-in by Karl Anthony Towns. We've got to find Karl. I would love to see Karl on the block being guarded by Chet Holmgren. I feel like Karl would make light work of number 7, but right now, Karl scoring that one the hard way. Again, more fouls called after more physical play. GTA just does not understand it. That's all that, man. If that shot had gone down by OG, that would have been nice. But look at that. Nobody able to stop Karl on that rebound and put back. Geo slaps. Said Mo. Big Mo. Inbound to SGA, picked up by OG Anunoby. You're going to see Bridges and OG go back and forth on this matchup. Got to make him uncomfortable, and he does just that. Missed shot there from SGA. Mo Diawara bringing the ball up the court. Confidence oozing out of number 51, the rookie, Mo Diawara. Nice find. GTA wasting no time. Corner 3, no good. Rebounded by Aaron Wiggins. Now, if you remember from last season, Aaron Wiggins, the hero for OKC, killing us in that first of 2 meetings. So we got to make sure we don't let that happen with him yet again this year. Open shot there for Jalen Williams. He gets it to fall and has some words for the Knicks bench after the bucket. We remember the famous GIF going around right now, the famous video clip going around right now between Jalen Williams and I ain't gonna lie, I was about to get wild. If Mo Diawara made that one, I was gonna say the famous video right now between Jalen Williams and Nikola Jokic after they got in a little bit of a scrum. The repercussions still going back and forth between the two of them. Aaron Wiggins right on cue. I mentioned it. I said pay attention to him. And what do? We let him sidestep and go for a dunk in the paint against us. I said it. Pay attention to him this time. Aaron Wiggins, a sneaky, solid role player for the squad. He gave us problems last year, and once again, 35-28 timeout called by Mike Brown. Aaron Wiggins, please guard that guy. I don't need the flashbacks today. please, I ask humbly and so nicely, let's not let this happen again, please. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Knicks trailing by 7 here against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder getting nice grooves in this one. The Knicks took the lead early with a Mo Diawara 3 in the second quarter, but the Thunder took it right back and have not looked back since. The one says, CK, what happened to basketball? You have a little guy on your big man and you don't pass him the ball. Yeah, that has been a problem all season long for this team. I agree. Alvarado needs to pass the ball to Cat. I think everybody agreeing with that sentiment that Carl needs to get that rock because of the matchups that he has on him. I agree with all of you. I'm not. You're not going to get any contention from me. I feel like we should be looking to Cat. I really do think so. I think when he has this lineup, especially when the match where there is really no matchup for Carl, like they don't have a guy that, especially with Hartenstein on the bench. I agree with y'all. We haven't even tried a possession of just hitting Carl on the block or hitting Carl off a screen for a 3. Like we haven't done any of it. So I do agree with you guys on that sentiment. No argument here. Ties with a $5 super said they're icing out Cat, which is going to make him lazy on defense. It's going to get ugly unless they get these mismatches going. Again, phenomenal 5. I agree. No argument here. I agree with all of you. Jose had 3 opportunities to give Carl the ball, and he's drooling out there, shaking my head. It seems like the general sentiment with everybody. KG, I do agree with you on this point as well. I not so much today, but I do think this is a problem that Carl has. KG saying that Carl stands around, though, not asking for the ball like that. That is very true. That is for the most part, that is true. But also in some situations, especially like this, when you have a mismatch, he shouldn't have to call for the ball. You should just instantly go to him. There are a lot of times where he does have the mismatch and he's not seen, and you should call for it then. Today, though, it's pretty obvious. So you should just give him the rock. So I do agree with you for the most part, but tonight, he's still got to be playing that thing through Carl Anthony Towns because you got to see the film. You got to know that he's going to have the most mismatches of anybody on the floor against this team. So yes and no, KG. Yes and no. This game is going to piss us off, and it's going to be euphoric if we win. SCM, I said that at the top. I completely agree. It's going to be one of those games where it's going to be a grind. We're going to be sweating throughout. We're going to be blaming throughout. We're going to be crying throughout. But the Knicks can make the final play and get a dub in this one for sure. But let's see if they get to that point. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got 470 in the building already, man. Knicks fans ready for this one. Big matchup against a team that took us out all season long last year in our 2 matchups against us. Will that be the case again this year? Hopefully not. Knicks bringing the ball up the court. Jose Alvarado with the rock. New 5 as Shamit and Hart check in. I don't like this 5 as much as the previous one, but we'll see what they're able to make. Karl Anthony Towns picked up by Williams, gets a pump fake, goes all the way, draws a lot of contact. No foul call, but gets the bucket either way. And point proven by myself and the chat, talking about Carl having all of the mismatches here against anybody in a Thunder uniform. I don't really know who out there can really match up against Karl Anthony Towns. Got to feed him the rock. Bridges trying to be overly aggressive, but he's able to recover. No, the referee going to call a foul. Bridges gambled there. He was reading the pass, expecting a pass going elsewhere, giving some space on the post. Recovers late. But again, I don't think there was a lot of contact there, even for that foul. So yeah, you see what Bridges is going for, right? Goes back. Where's the contact? What foul? Challenge that. There was no contact there. And of all, you're giving that to Aaron Wiggins. You're giving that kind of superstar call to Aaron Wiggins. There was not much contact there. He just contorted his body weird. Now, mind you, yeah, Bridges shouldn't have given him so much space, but you got to understand he's reading the passing lanes there. But at the same time, I thought he recovered just fine. That's a terrible call. Wiggins to the line for 2, makes the first one, misses the second one. In the words of Rasheed Wallace, ball don't lie. 30-36, 6-point game. GTA bringing the ball up the court, screen on the way from Hart. GTA with a lot of space. He could pull if he wants to. He will pull it. And, in and out for Alvarado showing to be an inconsistent three-point shooter thus far in his Knicks tenure. He's done a lot of things right with the Knicks, but the three ball just has not seemed to have fallen for him at a consistent rate since putting on the blue and orange. Step back pull. Hart gets a hand in the face late. It's just enough. Rebounded by Bridges. Knicks pushing the other way. Knicks need to score on this possession. Alvarado looking around. Alvarado finding Call. Call wanted to shoot that transition. Instead, draws the contact, shoots up a floater. A lot of contact there. Referees forced to call that there. And this should be easy pickings for 32, man. I hope the Knicks see the trend. Mikal Bridges chatting them up defensively. I don't know what they're talking about, but they're having a conversation. These two always communicate. I love that. I don't care what y'all say. The fact that those two always communicating back and forth, whether it's defensively, offensively, that's what you got to do. If you hoop, you know what that's like, so you like that. Wisdom said, I don't understand basketball, CK. Apparently neither do I. Apparently neither do I. Either way, Karl-Anthony Towns, strong take, draws the contact, free throws on the way. First one down for the big bodega. KG says he needs to do that all the time. Agreed. Refs, there was only small contact, so call it both ways. Amen. Class Assassin was good. GTA, stop shooting. See, Zach, I wasn't mad at that shot. He got the space, put it up, but yes, has not been shooting the ball very well since joining the Knicks. But typically, I'm not mad at that with how open he was. They challenged him, and they won the challenge. And speaking of winning the challenge, Karl-Anthony Towns not able to make the second of 2 free throws. 5-point game, 36-31. Lou Dort over to SGA. SGA picked up by Hart. SGA pick and roll there. Williams gets it to Dort. Dort left open. He's challenged to shoot in. He will make it. Lazy defense by the Knicks. Cannot fall asleep there. Literally everybody in this lineup has the ability to shoot the rock. Can't get lazy on the three-point line. Alvarado looking for a screen. Seems like Carl is having a hard time with Lou Dort. Lou Dort playing physical. Shamet shoots the 3-ball. Gets it to fall in a moving screen. Oh, by Jose Alvarado. The 3 by Shamet will not count. Jalen Brunson checking into the game. Not sure who he's checking in for. I think he's checking in for Mikal Bridges. Bridges still trying to communicate with this squad there about the defensive breakdowns. But Bridges and I think OG, both of them going to the bench. Oh, he's about to piss me off. Mike Brown did the thing, didn't he? Mike Brown's doing, oh no, OG's on there. Okay. I was about to rage. I'm like, we don't have the time to do these kind of stupid lineups today. We are doing the stupid lineup. He has the 4 of them, and OG is the 5. And a 3-ball immediately. What are we doing? Now is not the time for this experimentation crap. What are we doing, Brown? Why? Oh, Lord. Josh Hart goes all the way, draws contact. No foul is called, and we are way too Whittle. The Whittle Knicks are going right now. SGA sees food. He sees, man, get this Shamet off of me. He's not even looking to pass anywhere. He's going for the baseline fadeaway jumper. That's offensive interference. It was interference. You can't count that. Aaron Wiggins tips the ball as it's all the way down. Either way, the Thunder immediately 4 straight points against this itty-bitty lineup. What are we doing? Timeout. We're going to just rock with this 5. I hate it here, bro. Alvarado to Jalen Brunson. Brunson stuck on Lou Dort. Oh, nice find there. Josh Hart on the baseline gets the bucket to fall. Oh, my God. I'm gonna have a heart attack. This is what's going to take me out. This is what's going to take me out of this raggedy 5. Look at how confident they are moving the rock. Somebody's always going to be open. Jalen Williams, he goes for a euro, throws up some nonsense, and man, he upped us out. Maybe the Knicks can prove me wrong and get some more offense here. Jalen Brunson picked up by Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams over to Hart. Hart firing OG Anunoby. Anunoby goes right after SGA, loses the handle, and here go the Thunder on the break. SGA right past. Oh yeah, who gonna stop him? Look at you could have made one more pass. He doesn't. Shoots the 3, and it's no good. Rebounded by Hart. Hart full court to GTA. GTA going right after Williams. A lot of contact. Draws the foul. OG Anunoby goes over to Williams. Says, "What are you doing?" Nothing much going on there. OG Anunoby and Jalen Williams, they're both smiling. This ain't real beef. We move on. Free throws on the way for GTA 5. I hate this 5. Please do something, Mike. I don't like this. We are surviving, but please, now is not the time for this experimentations. This is not the time. This is not the time. We are surviving it. We are making it through, but that does not make it right. Okay? Please do something here as GTA, please. Missing the free throw is Jose Alvarado. Oh, my goodness. This lineup means cigarette break. LOL. I can't, bro. This one is tripping me out, man. Bro's energy is righteous. Oh, I hate it so much. Why are we doing this? Frank asking, what is this lineup? And thank you. Karl Anthony Towns checking in to join the squad with whatever you want to call this five that we had to witness for about half a minute. I can't believe it. This dude is on some type of a drug, man, to think that that's a good idea. It doesn't work. You cannot. I don't care who the five is. You could have had Karl out there. I don't ever want to see Alvarado, Brunson, Shamet, and Hart out there together. I never want to see it. I don't care who the five is. I don't care if Karl's out there. I don't care if Mitchell Robinson's out there. No. Oh, my goodness. 44-34. Knicks trailing by 10 after some nonsense. 4:15 remains in the first half. Pull from Case and Wallace. It's no good. Tipped away, but that's tipped off of Hartenstein. It is, so it's going to be Knicks ball. Great eyes there for the referees. Alvarado not having a good couple of minutes. It's been a rough half for GTA 5, but I'm not worried. He will look to turn things around. But he's going straight to the locker room. Maybe he's probably going to go rage and knock over some trash cans or something like that because he's probably aware of the rough first half he had. Either way, Knicks still trailing by 10. And I think we got the starting five out there right now. We do. Jalen Brunson over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart looking around. Hart finding Bridges. Bridges on the drive. Bridges out to Brunson. Brunson extra pass to OG. OG's going to shoot it anyways. Not a wise shot. Towns fighting for it. Can't get it. Thunder going the other way. Oh, my goodness. That was the stupidest lineup I have ever saw. Frank, I wish I could tell you it was the first time he put it out there, bro. Only thing he changes is whoever plays the five. But those four cannot be on the floor together. I don't care who we're playing. Unless it is the Washington Generals on the other side. Even then, I wouldn't even want that five. That five can't ever. Those four can't be out there together. I hate it. Isaiah Joe pulls, but they're going to say he stepped out of bounds, so it's Knicks ball. The Knicks getting a lot of opportunities here, just not taking advantage. Defense playing a part. Knicks getting some stops here, but we're not doing anything on the other side. Still a 10-point game. Shout out to Chuck D in the building. Just saw Chuck D join the chat. It's going to be a fun one today. Right now, Knicks losing the battle. Chet Holmgren picking up OG Anunoby. Anunoby using the screen, but gets himself stuck in the corner. Gets out of it just narrowly. Gets it to Brunson. Brunson has to heave with no time on the clock. It is a nightmare game for El Capitan. Jalen Brunson been struggling against some of these top-tier teams, and it's been a conversation. And will this game be added to the list as he's having a rough first half against OKC? Float game, no good. Knicks with the open court. Brunson has players. He finds Bridges a little bit of a strong pass. Bridges gets himself together, misses the baseline jumper. It is just brick after brick for the New York Knicks. Case and Wallace on the drive. Case and Wallace finding Holmgren. Holmgren on the drive. He's grabbed by OG, but gets the switch. Bridges staying with Holmgren. Holmgren trying to hold on to wraparound ref. Kick ball, but there's a wraparound. If that was Karl Anthony Towns, we moving the other way. An aggressive wraparound there from Chet Holmgren, but no call. Kick ball back to the Knicks. And they would do that. That was the most wisdom editing right there. Knicks on the wrong side of a run, losing by 10 to the Oklahoma City Thunder. And who do they cut to? Just so happens the Bucks play after this. Who do they cut to? Somebody get wisdom off of the board. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, rough second quarter. First quarter was a lot more manageable. Right now, the Knicks losing the battle 19-11. Lucky for us, so that the Thunder really aren't playing great right now, but the problem is the Knicks are playing worse. So the Knicks got to clean it up a little bit. But a rough go. Why did Mitch play last game? Damo, that is the question of the night. I need a drink, CK. Listen here, Adam Pierce. Yeah, it is a Fun first half, but this one's going to go down to the wire. Again, Thunder, though up by 10, not playing great either. This game staying mucky. Ties, we just got to figure them out, Chuck D says. Yeah, agreed. Did I miss some supers? Let me make sure I didn't miss any supers. I feel like, no, we got Santana, we got Ty. Shout out to both of you, just making sure I didn't miss anything. We got 500 in the building for this play-by-play. Yeah, man, a lot of fun here today, even though the Knicks on the wrong side of it, but it's a long game. Let's see how things turn around. Chris Joe said, CK, are you going to watch the Brunson interview with Stephanie McMahon? Yeah, I'll check it out. I will check it out. Curious to hear what he's going to have to say. I don't know. Yeah, I'll check it out. JB's on it. Got to give it a peep. This is almost unwatchable, both teams, but that's good for us, Base God. That's good for us. As long as we aren't playing bad, as long as we're not the only ones playing bad, we'll be all right. The snack said, where's the prison car? Send me away. Not a blowout. The speed of it is intense. Yeah. No. We want this game to be mucky. We will be all right. Bring back Mo Magic. Yeah, good play for him, man. 34 points. Yeah, the Knicks are at 34. Thunder at 44. But here's the bigger thing. It's only 11 points to 19 in the second quarter. This is what I'm saying. I understand that overall score is rough to see, but both teams having a hard time even getting to 20 with a little over 2 minutes left in the second quarter. So, again, we are okay. Just got to get a run. Just need a run. Put in Mo, and we are immediately taking the lead. Mo Hive is speaking. What is Pacome looking at? Anyways, Knicks, Thunder, Thunderball. 34-44. Casey Wallace with the rock. Trying to get right past Bridges, and good defense there from Karl Anthony Towns. Jump pass for no reason for Hart. Back to Bridges to Hart. OG Anunoby faking it, and the Knicks had numbers there. We did not go with them. Jalen Brunson mid-range pull, wide open. That's probably the easiest shot he could have asked for. Just can't get it to fall. Nightmarish game for El Capitan. Here go the Thunder the other way, and oh my goodness, SGA missing it terribly as well. Knicks got to score on this possession. Instead, he throws it at the foot of Caruso. Kick ball. Knicks still retain possession. Jalen Brunson, 1 for 7 here tonight in a big game against the defending champions. Josh Hart, 1 for 6. 2 for 6 is Bridges. 2 for 7 is OG. The shooting numbers are atrocious across the board. Well, except for 32, who they still have not really fed too much in this one. Karl getting his own number, rebounds and puts it down, and we're back to single digits. 8-point game. Yo, CK, did you always start at Knicks Film School? When I first saw you in 2018, you were dropping and Kevin Knox merch. I've been everywhere, bro. In the very beginning, back when I started this channel, my channel in 2017, I worked with everyone, man. Shout out to all the OG Knicks creators. Terrible pass there from Josh Hart. Turned over. Alex Caruso moving the other way. Yeah, shout out to everybody at Knicks Film School. All the above, man. But here we are. Shout out to my guy, CP. Been working with him ever since. Good defense there from OG Anunoby. The Knicks going the other way. We got 2-on-2 action. Jalen Brunson keeps it. Throws up some nonsense. No foul. Josh Hart just loses it, but it's going to be Knicks ball. A score here would save lives as the Knicks trail by 8 points. A bucket here could put us down by as many as 6, possibly 5 if we go for the 3 here. But the Knicks got to come away with the bucket at some point. We are struggling to get an offense going. Offense being broken down. Brunson the one. Oh, nice pass. And Bridges up with the standing dunk. Quick check of the nose, making sure there's no blood. He is okay. And the Knicks trail by 6 now with under a minute remaining. 38-44. 7-0 run here from New York Knicks. I'm telling you, just few runs here for the New York Knicks. Thunder not playing much better than we are in this one, though they have the lead. Holmgren with a lot of space. You can't have Josh Hart on Holmgren. It just does not make sense. I don't understand it. That matchup is never going to work in Hart's favor. Hart is getting absolutely cooked by Holmgren all half long. For the love of God, switch something up. Bridges trying to corral a wild pass. OG Anunoby shoots it over Holmgren. It's no good. Rebounded by Carl. Carl gets it, but it's tipped loose out of bounds, and it's going to still be Knicks ball. Man, Carl's about to go back up with that. The one said the Knicks dribble nervous. 38-47, back to a 9-point deficit. OG open for 3. He's been letting those things fly to no avail. Another miss, 23 seconds left. SGA with the rock. Down goes Hart. Hart trying to grab at anything he can find. Foul called. Josh Hart's having a rough go, dude. It's just been a rough week. I'm being so generous. It's been a rough few weeks since the All-Star break for number 3. I don't know what we are watching when it comes to Josh Hart, man. This dude is doing some nonsense. Post-game reports have to ask about that dumb lineup and what the hell he was thinking. They're not going to bring it up, Frank. They ain't going to bring it up. 18 seconds remain in this first half. The Knicks need to keep this thing in single digits at the very least. SGA with 10 seconds on the shot clock. OG adding some pressure, almost pokes the ball free. SGA picked up by Carl. Good defense from Carl. 3 ball from Chet, and all 50-38. Josh Hart goes all the way. He gets the floater to count, and something goes his way. 50-40. 10-point game after one half of basketball. One ugly half of basketball, but the New York Knicks just trailed by 10, only able to put up 17 in that second quarter. They're reviewing it to see if it'll count. It definitely will count, but the Knicks on the wrong side of this one. The Thunder able to consistently put up 25 points in each quarter. Knicks dropped down 6 after we put up 23 in the first quarter and then only 17 in the second. A lot of work to do for the New York Knicks in that in this coming third quarter, but still definitely anyone's game. Thunder just on the right side of it. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man, for rocking with us for yet another play-by-play. 5:30 in the building. Your leading scorer for the New York Knicks today is Karl Anthony Towns. 9 points. It seems to be coming easy for the big bodega, but the Knicks just not going his way, which has been interesting in the first half. Hopefully, Mike Brown can yell or at least politely tell them to get the ball to him in the second half. OG Anunoby with 6 points. A lot of shots up for OG, 2 for 9 from the field, shooting 22%. Mikal Bridges right behind him with 7 of his own. The bench, we're seeing Mo Diawara as the leading man off the bench. 9 points, 3 threes down for the rookie. He has been confident in this one, letting that thing fly without even thinking twice about the shot. Jose Alvarado, a rough half. Shamet, not really effective in the half. A lot of work for the Knicks going into half number 2 of this one. Remember, no Mitchell Robinson as he played the first game of the back-to-back in a questionable decision. But the Knicks trail by 10. We will see how we look in half number 2. Base guy, do you think you thought it was going to be pretty? No, it was not going to be pretty. He said big bodega. Isn't he, Carl? Did I miss something? I remember I lifted the nickname embargo. I feel like Carl has been playing well consistently for a few games, so I've lifted it. But I understand if you are still calling him Carl, I understand it. Especially right now. I can't put this one on him. I feel like he is the one we need to be going to, and the Knicks just choosing not to do that. It's not like they're defending him so hard that we can't get him the ball. We just not getting him the ball. So, yeah, I lifted it for the time being until further notice, at least on my side. I know DeQuan Tillery disagrees, and Frankie, I'm sure, disagrees as well. Try to calculate. He said, I like Mo because he doesn't think. He just plays like OG. He be thinking when he gets the ball. Hart thinks when he gets the ball. Yeah, he lets his instincts take over. Again, love that by the kid. Confidence is the word I would use when it comes to Mo Diawara. I love it. GOT said, that's it, CK. Trade Brunson. Here we go. Brunson did not have a good half. Brunson did not have a good half. I can't stress that enough. Not a good half of basketball from Brunson on either side of the floor, defense or offense. But to say that and to then say that this is all Brunson's fault, you know, it comes with being the superstar, comes with being the captain. It is what it is. You can't lift the name, CK. He's called till we get the. See, I didn't sign up for that. That is insane. That is insane. Karl Anthony Towns is playing well. I've lifted it until further notice. This man had an open floor steal yesterday into a fast break dunk. And now he's shooting 100% today and still not getting the rock. You know? I'm giving him his nickname. He's earned it. He's playing well. CK, I think Hart got cursed. How dumb Mysterio did on Raw. You think Danhausen got to Josh Hart? Tragic, man. Let's hope not. I trust in Cat the second half. It's not about us trusting in the Cat. We need the Knicks to trust Cat. Cat has scored more off of rebounds than off of assists. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Again, I would love for the call to go and call for it a little bit more. I'm not going to disagree with that statement, but at the same time, it's just a simple reading the defense. Who on the Thunder, outside of Isaiah Hartenstein, do you fear is going to lock down Karl Anthony Towns? I don't know. Mo Diawara is on the graphic for ESPN, by the way, for the leading points. Mo Diawara. Shout out to my man. Shout out to my rookie, man. He made it on ESPN. Let's get it. I don't know. CK, I think I'm going to blame you for this loss. You haven't worn that cap for a play-by-play in a minute. Why decide to put it on today? Because I have confidence in my team. Everybody want to talk about defending champ this, defending champ that. Yeah, well, the New York Knicks are the defending NBA Cup champs, so I'm going to put the hat on. If you want to blame me for that, blame me for that. I'll take it. Ski, I gotta ask, bro. Was Mike Brown a better coach? Was Mike Brown a better choice? Oh, lost it. I think he redacted the question. It's fine. Oh, we down 10 to the former champs, and we not scoring good, and Chet making a ton of threes. Calm down, y'all. We're doing good. Even if we're low, we're competing. Yeah, I'm not tripping about it at all. The Thunder aren't playing great. They're doing just enough. Knicks need to get their act together, and we're right there in this game. I'm right there with you. Cat 9 points, 4 for 4. He needs more touches. If not, Coach Mike, what's good? Back to the BS. See, all that confidence is we lose this is on you. I'll take it. I'm not worried about it, bro. I'm not a scared Knicks fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a scared Knicks fan, man. Let's get it. Challenge accepted, man. If we want to consider ourselves NBA Finals level, then we got to stop being scared when we come up against teams like this, man. I just saw what we look like against the San Antonio Spurs. Let's see what we look like against the Oklahoma City Thunder, man. The Knicks prove me wrong, then, maybe that's a question for the New York Knicks. I ain't scared, man. I ain't scared. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. 515 left in – 515 in the building is what I meant to say. We got 515 viewing right now, rocking with us on this play-by-play. And as I'm talking to you right now, Giannis Antetokounmpo putting up shots. And there's a reason why it's zoomed in on Giannis, because he is bricking every single one of them. Sorry. I don't know why I attacked Giannis like that. I don't know why I did that. That was unnecessary. I have no idea why I did that. So my apologies to Giannis. I'll call him by his nicknames if he shows consistent effort on defense. It's hard for me to put any blame on Karl at all in this game, though, Frank. What has he done wrong? To be honest, not really a Karl blame game for me today. Not yet, at least. CK2K, some people in here will ride whichever way the tide blows. You know how it goes to Cowboys. I'm aware. Chet's trays are beyond his self. That's a good way to put it, Chuck. That's a good way to put it. We'll be all right. More Diawara and Shamet in second half, coach. CK, this halftime show needs to pack it up. I am not listening to it, so you're going to have to let me know. He said, CK, not too much on my Greek. I have no idea why I went after him like that. I just the thought of Giannis Antetokounmpo out there taking shots from the 3-point line and from the mid range. I'm just hearing the backboard crying, bro. So I my fault. Dude's whining while playing the flute. What? Snacks, though. What does Snacks do? What does Snacks do? You don't think Giannis might be purposely tanking his value to get traded to New York? We'll see, man. Nah, Giannis, there's no tanking value when it comes to Giannis Antetokounmpo, bro. There's Giannis Antetokounmpo. I ain't tripping about him, man. All I'm saying is we got to run it with what we got first before I'm having any thoughts about a Giannis Antetokounmpo trade. Let's see what this team we got goes, man. Let's see how far we go. We got to feed Cat more. Amen. We definitely need Mo. Amen. We need Kolek and Clarkson to save us. Now you lost me. That's where you lost me. Love my boy Kolek, but that's where you lost me. Right there's where you lost me. CK, where can I find individual stats for tonight? Is to put moms on. Oh, you can get it from anywhere. You can get it from NBA.com. You can get it from ESPN. I got the stats right here for you. What stats specifically are you looking for? Got individual stats here. It's not pretty for the New York Knicks, so I'm not sure who you are specifically looking for, but I guarantee it's going to make you go, unless it's Mo Diawara or Karl Anthony Towns. Both of them shooting well. Well, at least Wendy and Perk said, give the ball to Carl Moore. Well, yeah, you know Perk gonna keep it a buck. Windhorse, sometimes he with us, other times he just saying things to, get his clicks up. Nothing on offense, but his defense kills me. KG, there are many ex-champions in the NBA. KG said, none of them are on the Knicks. I hated how real that was, bro. It's so true. It's so true. We are the product of having some really solid players, but they find their potential elsewhere. That one hurt, KG. That's too real, brother. That's too real. Man, Charlotte is fun to watch. Y'all been watching Charlotte lately, man? Charlotte Hornets figured it out. Charles Lee, I said it. Charles Lee and Jamal Mosley, two of my favorite coaches in the league, man. Charles Lee got that team figured out. They at 500 now. Shout out to Charlotte, man. They're a fun team to watch, man. They just out there having fun playing basketball. They fun to watch, man. Did I lie? No, that's why it hurt. It was too real, all right? KG, that's why, all right? It was too real, bro. Chill out. Did you miss my comment about Hearts? I might have. What'd you say? J Fart, coined by KG, needs to stay on the bench even after that last shot. Hashtag Mo Hive. Yeah, Mo D Hive. Yeah. Like, I'm right there with you. I will put whatever credibility I have on that take. I think it would work for everybody, man. I feel like Hart would thrive with it. I feel like our team would have better starts in these games on both sides of the floor if Mo Diawara started. I feel like when people, like the casual Knicks fan, the casual basketball fan, when someone says that they want Mo Diawara to start, they immediately think that means that he's going to play 30-plus minutes. That means he's immediately going to close games. That's not what that necessarily means. It just means, at least for these starts, it helps us out on the defensive end. It helps the liabilities get minimized, because it would just be then you can recover with that. You can hide that. You can disguise that. And also, too, Mo Diawara, he's a guy that can shoot the ball off a pass. He can create his own offense as well from time to time, at least create his own shot. Just put him out there, man. But, Josh Hart's still going to get his time. Josh Hart can still go out there and close the game. I feel like I repeat myself with this, but, some people have a hard time with that take. By the way, we are a little bit of a lag, so give it a second. If we go in and out, if you're seeing a delay, hit that refresh real quick. We should be back to green right now, so my apologies on the slight delay. You might have to hit the refresh button real quick, yeah. OBS got a little bit of a hit. We're good. Dark Soul said, I love Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte's fun, man. They having a good time over there. Fun game. Fun games. Fun hoops. He said, who said they want Clarkson in? So that person wants Isaiah Joe, Case and Wallace. You said Williams. It's Wallace. and Jared McCain to get free dunks and layups on him? Huh? Is that what you want? B. Mill's not a fan of that take. He did not like hearing Clarkson go in. We are playing well. Can't figure out this Holmgren hunger-ish. Well, to be fair, Chuck, not a fan of who's marking up Chet Holmgren. Hope someone else draws Charlotte in the playoffs. Nah, I would still take Charlotte in the 7-game series. They're fun. They still got some ways to go, but at least now they're figuring out the chemistry. They're doing a great job drafting as of late. You know, they got a solid squad. Just a lot of, just need to mature a little bit more and need to focus on the basketball side. And you're seeing them having some fun, man. But nah, in a 7-game series, I'm still taking my Knicks, man. CK, be honest, would you trade Mike Brown for Charles? Yes. Yes, in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Bees love Mike Brown, but yes, give me Charles Lee. I'll take Charles Lee in a heartbeat, bro. I know you were trying to be funny, but no, dead ass. I'll take that. Yes. Yes. Charles Lee was a big part of some of those Boston coaching staffs, man. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Are we back yet? Is the second half yet? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. 534 in the building. It is doom and gloom. I take it back. It is not doom and gloom in the chat. There are people having some takes, having some worries, but it's not quite doom and gloom. People still having some belief. They want some things changed, some things moved, but I would not give the review of the chat as doom and gloom. I will not say it that much. But there's a lot that needs to be done. Chat has their difference in opinions, but there's still belief and there's still faith that this team can get the job done. And honestly, we held this Thunder team to 50. I know that sounds crazy, but this Thunder team is very capable of scoring a lot more in a half and hold them to 50 off of, especially with the way they were shooting. We were on a few runs. We're not shooting the greatest right now. Definitely something we can build ourselves out of. And let's see what we do here in this second half. But second half action underway. The captain needs to be better. That is the underlining. If you want CK's first half opinions, the captain needs to be better on both sides of the floor. 2 points, shooting terribly, 1 for 8. Make better decisions. And secondly, get Carl the ball. Simple as that. That's it. We move on. Back in action, second half underway. Knicks striking first. We shall see. Bridges finding Jalen Brunson. Brunson looking for the screen. Brunson back over to Bridges. Bridges cross court to OG. OG with Holmgren on him. OG faking it. OG over to Brunson. Brunson loses the rock. Fast break for SGA. And that is not the way you want to start a half. 52-40. Josh Hart looking around. Josh Hart finding Mikal Bridges. Bridges picked up by Isaiah Hartenstein. Back over to Hart. And the Knicks trail by 12 now. Another scary pass. Bridges not able to make the 3-ball. And the Knicks starting off, about the same way that they ended the first half. Look at the floater by Wallace, and they just showed the stat that I did not want to see. The Thunder being 20-0 when leading by 10+ at the half. And right now they have already extended the lead to 14. Not a fun sight. Josh Hart pulls the corner 3, missing everything. Rebounded by Carl. Carl, oh man, he got bailed out with that foul. He got bailed out that foul. I thought Carl just traveled, but luckily gets hit with the foul. Karl Anthony Towns should go to the line for 2 here to stop the bleeding. OKC off to a great start. How did Josh Hart miss everything, bro? He missed the entire rim. Bro, Karl. Woo, boy, that was close. Woo, that was close. Free throws on the way for Karl. My Josh Hart trying to shoot over Hartenstein. First free throw down for Karl Anthony Towns. After a while, we got to end this no Mitch back-to-back. Chuck, I disagree. This is the healthiest he has been since he has been a Knick, Chuck, and there's a reason for that. It's working. You know what I mean? Knick's still having a solid season. As long as he makes it to the playoffs and we're able to have him all the way through the playoffs, it is what it is, man. If we gotta baby him to make sure that he is good for when it matters, you ain't gonna get an argument out of me, Chuck. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one. Now, at the same time, though, Chuck, what we need to talk about is they need to choose their games of which he should be playing better. He should not have played the first of this back-to-back against the Toronto Raptors. He should have been used today against the Oklahoma City Thunder, knowing the matchup. That being said, Lou Dort just hit a big three. Jalen Brunson trying to strike back. He draws some contact, so Brunson goes to the line for 2. But yeah, I'm not going to argue the holding them on back-to-backs. Peace and love. The amount of seasons we've had where we didn't have Mitchell Robinson for half the year, and then he's revving it back up in time for the playoffs and stuff. Nah, I don't want to go back to that. We've had Mitchell Robinson all season long, and it's been nice. Keep it that way. 57-42. Jalen Brunson. I saw the 20. I'm like, when did he score 20? Nope, that's the 20 minutes played with only 2 points. Brunson shooting a free throw. Misses the first. So Dort and Chet can't miss, but Brunson is doing construction. Shaking my head. All those positive things I was saying about the New York Knicks after that first half seem to have gone out the window here as we are starting this third quarter abysmally. 57-42. I don't know what is stopping the play, but the last thing Brunson needs is a reason to miss a free throw after the stoppage in play. Brunson now finally getting the shot up and gets the second of 2 to go down. 43-57. Cason Wallace picked up by Landry Shamet. Quick subs here. Shamet checking in for Josh Hart and immediately draws the offensive foul. Oh, yeah, you can't do that. Oh, yeah, Lou Dort. Oh, yeah, can't do that. They've been talking about this all season long. Last few weeks. For me, it's not even the face that Jokic made. It's that nasty-ass mouth guard, bro. Golly, 3-ball up and in by OG Anunoby. Much needed points. First field goal of this second half. Oh, it wasn't. I take that back. It was not the first field goal. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive. Shai Gil just trying to throw his body and get some contact. Does not get that. Nice rebound from Carl. Lead pass to Shamet, and what do you know? Number 3 takes an early break. And, oh, my God, Shamet just got crossed for no reason. Oh, my God, 5-on-4. Please, somebody save him so we don't have to look at that highlight. And a foul called on Bridges. Dare I ask again, where? Where is the foul there by Bridges? Yo, Shamet for no reason just went down at the half-court line. Somebody please go look for Shamet's ankles. My Lord. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Free throws on the way for Lou Dort, by the way. Not a fan of that foul, but referees have been on that all game long. Dort hitting the first of 2. They said they prioritized yesterday because it was a conference game or something. Miss me with that, man. We were already winning that season series. That conference game, that conference matchup was already won. I hate that argument. Bro. Isaiah Joe checking into the game. 48-58, 10-point game yet again. Lou Dort, another free throw coming up. What are we doing? Sheriff said the floor is wet. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Why is it taking so long for these free throws now? About an hour, and he finally gets the free throw up. It's an 11-point game now, 59-48. HT says, take the train wheels off of Mitch. I ain't risking nothing, bro. I need him in the playoffs. That's what I want. Mikal Bridges, a 3-ball. The 3 not falling for Bridges here tonight, as he's been on a nice streak of good shooting, but tonight, not the case. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, a contested fadeaway jumper on the baseline, gets it to fall, and back to a 13-point game for New York. SGA with a quiet 15-7. Brunson throwing it away. Not a smart pass from Jalen Brunson. Another turnover for New York. SGA screened away. SGA runs into Carl, loses the handle, and I think they called the foul. Karl Anthony Towns picking up the foul there. Sloppy play from the New York Knicks, man. What was that? What was the thought process there by Brunson? I do not understand that pass. And that's why it was so easy to read, bro. They both backed off knowing you were going to make that pass. We had someone right in front of you could just hand the ball off to. SGA loses the handle, but they're going to call the foul on Landry Shamet. And this pace is exactly what Oklahoma City thrives on. Fouls, slow pace. Like, this is all they want. I mean, obviously, OKC is very good at scoring in the break as well. But I'm just talking about right now, the Knicks are just playing completely sloppy, all over the place, and the Thunder are just eating off of it, feasting off of it. Free throw up and in for SGA. Not looking good for New York. 15-point lead on the way if SGA makes this next free throw. OG 3 for 10, Hart 2 for 9, Brunson 1 for 8. All tragic stat lines. Even more so a 15-point deficit for New York, and it is not looking good. The Thunder just look better right now. Do the Knicks have anything left to get themselves back into this one in this awful third quarter? Karl Anthony Towns gets hit in the face by Lou Dort. Lou Dort taking accountability to it. Nothing malicious there. Going to be Knicks ball. Foul on number 5. Knicks going to inbound it and try it again. Now remember, they threw up the stat that the Thunder are 20-0 when leading by 10 after the first half. So something to keep in mind. Hopefully the Knicks can snap that streak the same way they snapped the San Antonio Spurs streak on Sunday. Jalen Brunson looking for the screen. Brunson picked up by Wallace. Brunson one-on-one. Wallace doing a great job staying on Brunson. Brunson trying to get around him. Gets it to Shamet. Shamet pulls the 3. Not a great pass. Not in a spot he would like. And OG Anunoby goes to the ground, but still recovered by Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City pushing the pace. Dort for a corner 3. Dort not able to get the big 3 to fall. Knicks now with the chance to respond. Landry Shamet picked up by SGA. Back to Brunson. Brunson been awful offensively in this game. Goes right after Wallace. He throws up a floater and a much-needed field goal by Jalen Brunson. 63 to 55-point game for JB. Awful outing for the captain. But time for him to turn this around. Isaiah Hartenstein, nice give and go. Ball ends up in the hands of Isaiah Joe. Joe goes right after Brunson. Brunson eats the charge, and they're going to call it just that, a charge. Jalen Brunson already 2 of them in this one alone. Dave DeVell said, good look, CK. I found it. Nice. Good. Yeah, there's tons of options where you can get stats. NBA.com is one I typically go to. You can even Google it at this point, and Google has a nice little interface with all of the stats for you. But I'm glad you found it. 50 to 63. Knicks need to cut into this. Get this back to single digits. Get some momentum in their favor. Brunson's still holding on to his Brunson's. Karl finding some action. He gets it to Shaman. A lot of contact and 1. And here come the New York Knicks just chipping away here. It's an ugly one, ladies and gentlemen. But as long as the Knicks get themselves back into single digits, this one's far from over. Not a clean, not a pretty looking game for both sides, but the Knicks know how to get gritty as well. Karl Anthony Towns immediately double teamed. He finds Shamet. Shamet, what a good dive there to get that and able to keep composure and make the shot. Jalen Brunson going to the locker room to get checked out. It might be more than just him getting hit in the Brunsons. Might be something to deal with the groin. I don't want to jump to conclusions. Hopefully it's not that, because those are the worst type of injuries. But he is going to go get checked out. GTA 5 checking in for Jalen Brunson. Shout out to the $5 super from Chuck D. Said OKC usually gets figured out in a series. They rarely sweep and barely beat the Pacers. Very true. Very true. Game Hunters coming here is not happy. Welcome back, Game Hunter. 63-53, 10-point game. Karl Anthony Towns reaches into the cookie jar, fouling SGA. That's not the player that you want to make that gamble with, Karl. Karl asking to review it. Please, for the love of God, do not challenge that play, because it will not work in our favor. SGA to the line for 2. Where is Mo D is the question. We've gotten Shamit. We've gotten GTA all before we got Mo Diawara. But we're getting good minutes from Shamit, so I can't really complain too much. I would like Mo D on the defensive end, but Shamit giving us some good minutes outside of losing both his ankles at the half-court line. Holding on to his Brunsons, yeah. It's what it looked like initially, but seemed to be more than just that. I got kicked in the nuts so hard one time playing basketball that I once sharded. Tragic. That sounds terrible, bro. Definitely been hitting the CKs before, but never to that extent. My condolences. My condolences. We're playing well below average, Eddie Suarez says. Shark said, dope call, bro. First time listening this long. Appreciate you. Yes. Wish it was in better circumstances, but the Knicks looking to fight back into this one, 53-65. It is all OKC. A moving screen there, but he gets away with it. Bridges wanting to get something going, gets the bounce, and Bridges going back to the basics. That cross mid-range fadeaway for Bridges seems to fail very little. Jared McCain, he is a sniper, and luckily tonight not able to find his shot. Knicks trail by just 10. Get this one to single digits, and we might give ourselves a shot in the fourth quarter. OG Anunoby, all the space in the world, in and out. Carl gets it and puts it right back in. 8-point game. Back in action. Knicks just sticking around just enough. And things starting to go their direction, but can it stay this way? SGA trying to lose Bridges. Cross court to Dort. Dort puts the ball on the ground. Dort thought about shooting off the dribble. Dort finding, Isaiah Hartenstein. I don't know why saying Dort that many times made me chuckle. Dort off the dribble. Who is that guy? I have never seen Dort shoot a fadeaway jumper off the dribble before. That one right there hurt my feelings. Mo Diawara and Ariel Hukporti both getting ready to check back into the game. Shamit off the dribble. Shamit goes up for a tough layup. Shamit gets some contact, but no foul called. But we're getting some aggressive Shamit minutes here. Who knew that Shamit without his ankles plays with a little bit more aggression? SGA trying to get around the defenders. Good help there from Karl-Anthony Towns. Swings it open to Dort, who was contested. That's no good. Rebounded by Carl. Carl up to GTA. Knicks have numbers. Great read from Mikal Bridges. Not giving up on the play. Hits the Jets, and GTA 5 finds Bridges. And your New York Knicks right there, knocking on the door. 6-point game, 67-61. Beautiful play there between GTA and Mikal Bridges. Very McCulloch-like. And Bridges letting him know, you can read lips. He said, I got you. Bridges always, he's done such a good job at cutting, making it easy for the person handling the ball, handling the rock, able to find him on those dump-offs, and he does right there. And the Knicks now, 6-point game, 61-67. Tons of time left in this game. People, if you haven't already, make sure you download the Prize Picks app. As you know, they are the proud sponsor of today's play-by-play. Use that promo code KFTV to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code KFTV to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Shout out to Prize Picks. We are still in this, man, 61-67. I know it's a lot of doom and gloom. I saw the beginning of the third quarter, the doom and gloom started to creep its ugly head in the chat. But as I've said, you guys might not like it, but I've said it. The Knicks have been in this game the entire way. I feel like we were playing fine. Both teams, in my opinion, playing sloppy. One just sloppier than the other in the New York Knicks, but we're still right there in it, and we're seeing it right now. And I can already hear the naysayers saying, oh, things changed once Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart got off the floor. But be that as it may, Knicks finding their groove. Ball is moving. Defense is being played. And just like that, it's a 6-point game. Shout out to everyone rocking with us in the chat. We got 5:30 in the building. Hope you guys are having a good one. This one is going to be a headache type of game. But as long as the headache ends in a victory, I'll be all right. JP punching air right now. Here we go. Here we go. This no Mitchell back-to-back should be situational post-March. Again, if that puts me in the minority, I'm in the minority there. I'm not arguing in the decision to not play him in back-to-backs, because I'll say it from now until I'm blue in the face. This is the most healthiest Mitchell Robinson has been in his tenure as a Knick, and I want to keep it that way because we need him in the playoffs. But again, that's just me. The Thunder are hard to watch with the refs in their pocket. It is a tough watch because this game is very drawn out. It feels very drawn out because of all the fouls and all the stoppage in play and whatnot. But all that matters is that the New York Knicks aren't bothered by it and they stay in the game, and we're doing just that. CK, what is Mike Brown doing making a substitution when we are cooking? What's wrong with him, man? I don't know. He does that quite often this season. He said, that's sad, CK. That's just the NBA, bro. Some players just, one of their weaknesses is staying available, and sometimes you got to cater to it. We're not the only team that has to go through stuff like that. It is what it is. I don't care how we get there. I just need to get there. And if that's what keeps Mitchell Robinson healthy and keeps us in the race, it is what it is. I ain't crying about the schematics. Got to do what we got to do. Point of the matter is, when he's out there, we're better. And when do we need him to be out there? In the playoffs. So keep him as healthy can be, but also keep him getting reps by playing through the regular season. So that means skipping back-to-backs. I'm not fighting it. Peace and love. Peace and love. 67-61, 6-point game. Jared McCain getting aggressive there, drawing some contact on Landry Shamet. And McCain now getting some free throws. Landry Shamet can't believe it. It's a wonder how anybody on the floor right now are sweating, because it feels like there's so much stoppage in play. You're seeing all of the Knicks coaches want to challenge that one, but our lead guy, the guy that determines whether we should or shouldn't challenge a call, shakes his head aggressively saying, no, do not challenge that. And free throws on the way for Jared McCain. First one down, 68-61. Another free throw down, they get the funny number. With some, huh? All right. Jalen Brunson back in action. Seems to have not been as serious as he made it look. Probably had to go walk it off, take a breather. And back out is Jalen Brunson, as the score now is 69-61. 8-point game. Now, the Knicks did go on a nice little run with Captain on the sideline, but we're going to see if they can keep that going. Ball movement is still in play. Bridges, good move. Can't get it to fall, but what a recovery by Karl-Anthony Towns. Again, that seemed to be a foul on the other side, but we can't get it on our end. But Karl-Anthony Towns able to get the second chance point. And a travel by Jared McCain. The Knicks staying close. Good response for the New York Knicks here. Look at the contact here for Brunson. Bridges, same thing we've seen on the other side, but it doesn't matter. Karl-Anthony Towns able to clean it up. 63-69, 6-point game. Screen set from Karl-Anthony Towns. Brunson yet again misses him on the roll, finding Landry Shamet. Shamet picked up by McCain. Shamet ready to go right after McCain. Step back, pull, draws contact, and an eye for an eye. Shamet with little contact the other way. And Landry Shamet, yeah, hold on, yeah, Shamet, yes, yeah, get hype, yeah. Seems like everybody got something to say to Carl. We saw Bridges earlier, now Shamet hyping up Karl-Anthony Towns with a good play there. Shamet to the line for 2. And these free throws here could push the game to a 4-point deficit. Knicks sticking around, keeping it close. But man, is the pace of this game slow and groggy. My God. This third quarter feels like it's been going on all night long. By the way, Knicks are winning this quarter. By the way, as ugly as it has looked and seemed, the Knicks are the leaders in this quarter. Thunder only at 19 points in the third and a free throw. And if he makes his next free throw, Knicks will have 25 points in the quarter. So it's so funny how we can over embellish so many things when it comes to our team, but the Knicks are actually doing a solid job in this third, regardless of how ugly it has looked. 4:27 remains in this third quarter. 4-point game. Landry Shamet trying to stay strong on Cason Wallace. Good switch there. Bridges able to pick him up. Interesting lineup here for OKC. Knicks need to capitalize on whatever lineup we're looking at right now. And somehow Alex Caruso tips it free, but he lands on his hip wrong, but the three ball goes down. And Jalen Brunson gets hit on the pass, but Cason Wallace was obviously trying to foul him. Brunson doing a good job of selling, but Alex Caruso, this is Alex Caruso. He's really good when he's on the floor, but he just cannot catch a break. Always some sort of injury when it comes to Alex Caruso. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but I'm sure he's going to get checked out on this play. T.L. Carter said, no, he put Cat on the bench. Yes, he did, because Carl is going to start the fourth quarter. That is a substitution that we see every game, so I'm not really too upset with that one. Carl played the entirety of this third quarter so far. It's typical. He starts the fourth, and we want it that way. The beginning of the fourth quarter is the Karl Anthony Towns lineup. Beginning of the fourth, beginning of the second. So it's a normal substitution there. Brunson to the line for two after he was fouled by Wallace. Alex Caruso seems to be walking it off. Initially, it looked pretty bad. He's gingerly walking to the sideline. Not sure if he's going to go to the bench or go straight to the locker room, but looking. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know where he's going to go, but we're back to free throws. I don't care enough. I hope he's all right, but man, is he milking that thing out. Here we go. Caruso, he just turned 87 years old. Crazy thing is he looked that way in his rookie season too. 72-67, 5-point game. Knicks sticking around. A stop here would be ideal for New York. Again, this an odd lineup for OKC, but they are not scared to play with bench mob lineups like this one. Chet Holmgren's still out there. Good contest by Bridges, excuse me. Brunson just got absolutely ran over, but no foul call. Knicks going the other way. Nice play there. Shamet goes all the way. Landry Shamet has been the star of this third quarter. Big play after big play for number 44, and it's a 3-point game. And Huck Porty, that is his fourth kickball of the night. Ariel Huck Porty letting us know what he wants his real career to be, because the amount of kickballs 55 is racked up is through the roof in this game. But it is a 3-point game, 69-62. Nice. Knicks just need to get a stop here and a big shot, and we might be in having a different kind of conversation. Jalen Williams over to Wiggins. Wiggins misses everything. Knicks have numbers. Brunson needs to push the pace here. Brunson taking his time. He gets some space. Brunson picked up by Wiggins. Brunson pulls a three. Brunson gets the bounce, and it's good. Jalen Brunson, who has been shooting bricks all night long, gets a big three. 7-0 run for New York. Tie the game, and a moving screen. Landry Shamet, the star of the third quarter, doing a little bit of everything. Loving the play here. Shamet, Bridges, they have been doing the dirty work, but Shamet adding the offense to it. And now we're seeing Brunson get a three finally, and the Knicks just sticking close throughout the entirety of this third quarter. Great minutes for the Knicks. Timeout called by Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Knicks are still in it. Way to go, and this is why he is called the captain. When they need him, big threes will fall for Jalen Brunson. He said, Seeker, don't you dare take that hat off. Oh, the hat is going nowhere. Like I said, no fear over here. Shout out to those. He said, Jill Slap said, those kickballs have been smart, though. No cap. Facts. Never mind. Let me not stop. I'm not going to say that. I agree, though. I agree. That's all I'll say. Jalen Brunson has arrived. Let's hope so. We need him to get his shot going. We need the Knicks to keep playing the way they have played. But again, Shamet, big moments in this third quarter. He was the first one to come off the bench and looked well doing it. He said, CK Huck Porty Ronaldo. Yup. That shot was begging to go in. Yeah, man, Shamet fearlessness is literally Dante-like. Oh, my goodness. Y'all, I swear the way y'all talk about Dante DiVincenzo like this myth. This great God. Let me tell you about Dante DiVincenzo. Great minutes from Landry Shamet. Shout out to Taj with the $5 super. He said, Mr. I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always on time. Jalen Brunson, captain of the Nueva York Knickerbockers. Let's go. Let's go. The Russell Whiskey saying with the $1.99 said third quarter of
Boom shakalaka.
Got you, man. Let's go. Bench Hart, and we winning. I mean, the Knicks have been in this game the entire time when Hart got checked out, but that's neither here nor there. Shout out to Rare Edition, man. He said, Chuck with the $10 super. Let's round it up. He said, fans need to back off when we do this new no back-to-back bull. So on such an essential player like Mitch versus full staff champ team, you damn penciling in an L. This load management is weak ass as hell. Okay, so Chuck is not letting go of the back-to-backs. I understand, Chuck. Again, it's just something that you and I will disagree on. I don't agree, but I understand your take. I get it. Yeah, I can't agree with this. Sorry. CK, stop hitting on Ragu. We all know you hate him because he's better. Oh, my God. That's not what it is. That's not what it is. Oh, my goodness. Timu Dante, here we go. Yep, here we go. If the Knicks dare somehow get Dante DiVincenzo in the offseason, I can already hear CK so mad right now. Y'all going to be unbearable, man. Y'all gonna be unbearable. Still locked in. We play better when I'm not in the chat. LOL, I'm always lurking. Shout out to Waka Flocka. Flocka. No hat curse, LOL. Yeah, no, they told me they were trying to blame the hat. They said because I brought back out the NBA Cup champs hat, they saying that's the reason. But the Knicks, man. Like I said, it has not been pretty, but the Knicks have been hanging around this entire game, and the Thunder starting to fall apart a little bit. Now SGA back out on the floor. Can the Knicks close out this third quarter strong? You can see the intensity picked up here by OKC. 72-72, Brunson on the drive. Nice find to Mo Diawara. Diawara loses the handle, and Cason Wallace gets the turnover on Mo D. Jared McCain going baseline, Shamet sticking with him, and this has been a fun little matchup between McCain and Shamet. Jalen Williams finding McCain back to Williams. Williams firing the three and gets it to fall, and the fun times for the Knicks are momentarily paused as the light-skinned Duke Dennis gets the three ball to fall. 75-72, screen set from Ariel Hukporti. Brunson swings it over to Bridges. Bridges back to Diawara. Diawara on the drive, throws it away to Shamet. Shamet gets the screen. Shamet finding a driving Diawara. Diawara risky pass to Bridges. If he passed it low, you might have gotten a corner three ball from Mikal there, but who would have known? 75-72. He said, CK, who the chat think you hate now? Giannis, Ragu, who else? I don't hate Giannis. I don't hate Dante. I swear, y'all, after a season of Dante, y'all got him sound like he was Carmelo Anthony. I just don't understand it. But I'm hating on him, man. I can't with that meme. 2.5 left on the clock. Knicks need to get a solid shot up. Shamet gets it to Brunson. Brunson fires away and nails it. A lot of contact on the shot as well, but back-to-back threes for the captain. The clutch player of the year for a reason. When we need him, we're getting him. Hukporti reaches in on SGN. I'm not gonna lie, kind of like that foul too. We got what did I miss here? Shout out to Randy Johnson for 23 months as a franchise member. He says, "CK, I'm here, but not when I walk away. We good. When I'm here, we bad." Randy, I'm not blaming you. You can sit down and get comfortable to watch the game. Don't blame yourself. We don't do those voodoos. Some of y'all might, but we don't do those voodoos over here. Shout out to you, Randy. 23-month franchise member. Jalen Brunson in the middle of the referee scrum as they're talking it over. Brunson looks like such a pest, bro. Oh, my God. Oh, we got Jeremy Sohan getting ready to check in again. Huck Porty not having the greatest night tonight, especially with the foul trouble that he has seen himself in. And, Jeremy Sohan could go out there and steal some minutes. Free throw down and in for Jalen Williams. Sohan getting ready to check in. Oh, yeah. Oh, I take it back. What is the foul there? Oh, the foul's on OG on Williams. Got it. Okay, so the foul wasn't even on Huck Porty there. But Huck Porty still going to get regulated to the bench as Jeremy Sohan gets his first minutes of this game. First one down, second one as well, and it's a 2-point game. OG Anunoby in there. Mikal Bridges played the majority of this quarter, been doing a bit of the hustle work. Again, he won't get the credit because, but the real star of this quarter has been Landry Shamet and this guy right here, but he misses this one. Jalen Brunson trying to get a little heat check, 11 points in the quarter. Knicks trail by 2 points, double team there. SGA forces a stupid pass. OG corrals it. One man to beat, goes all the way, and OG with another hanging fast break dunk, his patent at this point. 77's on the board. Great recovery there. And the double team by Bridges and Brunson led to OG Anunoby making a phenomenal steal there for the open court play. Once again, OG Anunoby pokes the ball free. Jeremy Sohan immediately showing his impact, dives on the floor for the ball, and the energy in favor of New York, who is absolutely thriving in this third quarter. Winning the battle 37-27, and the Knicks now not looking back. What a series of plays by New York. Frankie says, I like this lineup, CK. Yeah, we're seeing a lineup of Brunson, Bridges, OG, Sohan, and I think it was Shamet, or is it Diawara who is the fifth guy? It's Shamet. This is a fun, aggressive lineup here, and you still get Brunson out there to do what he does. Great win there for Jeremy Sohan, and Sohan might be winning some more minutes here, especially on these nights without Mitchell Robinson. Huck Porty might be the odd man out here if this continues. Good fake there from OG Anunoby. Anunoby extra pass to Bridges. Bridges on the drive. Bridges gets the fadeaway jumper. Too soft, and it's no good. 77's on the board. 28 seconds left in this third quarter. Nice quarter for the New York Knicks. Another stop here would be ideal. Arid pass to McCain. McCain missing another three. Rebounded by OG. OG gets it to Bridges. Bridges have the opportunity. It's the Knicks, have the opportunity for one more shot to possibly take a lead. And the Garden crowd is rocking right now. Great help defense by McCain. Brunson finding Bridges. Bridges firing away for a corner three. Makes up for the last miss and gives the Knicks the lead. 80-77. The New York Knicks absolutely handle the Thunder in the third quarter, winning the battle 40-27. Landry Shamet, Jalen Brunson, and Mikal Bridges all starred in their roles for what was a phenomenal third quarter. Brunson came into this quarter with 2 points, ends with 13. Bridges, 14 points. And Landry Shamet, in my opinion, the MVP of the third, 13 points plus 17 after a great third quarter. Your New York Knicks right now leading by 3, but there's still one more quarter to play. Knicks need to finish the job. The game is not won through 3 quarters. Nice shift there. I got to give Mike Brown some props. Mike Brown kept trying Huck Porty. Huck Porty not having a good day, but kept giving him opportunity after opportunity. Did not remedy it, so he decided to make a shift. And he goes with Jeremy Sohan down the stretch, and Sohan giving you some good minutes. That's a great decision there by the head coach. Got to shift something up. And he does just that. And we saw Sohan immediately make an impact. First play, he's diving on the floor, getting a jump ball, winning the jump ball, leading to a bucket for the Knicks. Mike Brown's been getting some criticism here and there, but he's made a good decision right there. And I feel like that is something we're going to see down the stretch here. And Jeremy Sohan could even be in this fourth quarter lineup as well. But we shall see. Let's go. Unspeakable said Mikal act like he just won the game. Man, if you did not hear the energy from the Garden, it's probably hard to not act that way with how the Garden was rocking after that third quarter 3-point make by Mikal Bridges. But I understand, keep the 8 alive, stay consistent. CK, he said, facts, CK, lock in one more quarter. Amen. This game is not 1 and 3. Got to finish it in 4 quarters. But great run, great third quarter by the Knicks. Got to keep it rolling. CK, I'm going to say something controversial, but I believe in this team. Dark Soul, what? No way. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's the coaching that we want. I agree. I love the decision. He kept going with him. Kept going with Huck Porty. It just did not work. And late in the third quarter, interestingly enough, goes to Jeremy Sochan, and just at the right time. Got to give Mike Brown credit for that. Yeah, he might be a little sporadic with his substitutions, something a little too much sometimes, but down the stretch, making those uncomfortable decisions, got to make a shift, and it worked out in his favor. Shout out to NYC B-Ball with the $5 super sit. As Clyde would say, Knicks has risen from the dead like Lazarus. Yeah, that is a Clydeism for sure. And they have risen from the dead. I saw the Knicks in OKC lay it on these guys with my own eyes. We can toss them. Chuck is believing right now, as all of us should, but we've got to have the same energy in this fourth quarter. You know the Thunder are looking to respond. Frankie says Sochan over Hart is telling. It's great coaching, man. You know, like I said, you got to go with what's working. And Sochan was working there instead of bringing Hart back out there. Very good call, Frank, but I think it's the right choice. Good experimenting for the postseason when they'll have to sit Mitch. I don't think there's any having to sit Mitch in the postseason because there's no back-to-backs in the postseason. So Mitch better be available all throughout the postseason. Then I'll be agreeing with Chuck. No sitting Mitch Robinson in the postseason. There's no back-to-backs then. I think Mike is starting to figure out his optimal lineups. Now's the time to do it. Now is the time to do it. No Pacome, no rings, wisdom. I hate you. We're back in action, man. Fourth quarter about to get started. Can the Knicks keep the magic alive in another quarter of plays? The lineup to start for the fourth quarter, Bridges, the Iron Man, is still out there, along with Jalen Brunson, who rarely starts the fourth quarter, out there right now. Matter of fact, it's the starting 5 to start this fourth quarter. An interesting choice by Mike Brown. I know he did have to play some of his bench guys extended minutes in that third quarter, but it's interesting to start the fourth with your starting 5. That might be a sign that we might not be seeing the likes of maybe a Josh Hart closing out tonight's game. But look at Carl. I don't think he got it up in time. He does not. Shot clock violation. But Karl Anthony Towns trying to get to the basket just a little too late. Defense, base God. I agree. Shout out to 221B Baker with a $2 super said, no shade when Josh struggles to the bench. It's that simple, man. No egos, man. You got to go with what's working. Hart's not working, send him to the bench. That being said, Chet Holmgren gets a fadeaway jumper. Forgot he existed after a strong first half. Now trying to will his team back into this one. Another great night for the New York Knicks book. It will only be perfect if they win the game. Fourth quarter on the way. Jalen Brunson double team trying to slip past the defense, does get the foul. And Jalen Brunson, great work there. And the referee's finally on the side of JB. Mr. Dink, what the heck? Damn, I thought I forgot about it. Oh, Mr. Dink, I love it, man. I can't, man. I can't. Brunson's in the line for 2 free throws to extend this lead back to 3. JB has been shooting well tonight. Well, the second half, he is another monster. He's shooting phenomenally in the third quarter, and, well, that didn't extend to the free throw line. Misses the first one. Immediately as Brunson is to the line, a Jalen Brunson commercial playing on the other side of the screen. So if you weren't sick of Jalen Brunson before, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. If you're sick of Jalen Brunson, get out of my chat. Jalen Brunson to the line. He hits the second one after missing the first, and the Knicks lead now at 2 instead of it being 3 where it should have been. But here we go. Calculator said, why is Hart in, guys? You guys thought Hart was not going to play the rest of the game. You're out of your mind. Kenrich Williams, still a name that boggles me to this day. throws up his first shot, airballs it, and the Knicks now going the other way. Josh Hart full of his team. He hands it to Brunson. Brunson, great lead pass to Carl. Carl with contact, no foul called, but gets it to fall. My soundboard froze, so that's why you didn't hear the air horn play there, but it doesn't matter. Carl gets
nice
it.
shot.
And okay, all right, late on all the sound effects. Josh Hart picking up a foul. Isaiah Joe getting aggressive there, and Joe getting 2 free throws. But what a dime by Jalen Brunson to the cutting Karl Anthony Towns, and Kenrich was all alone doing absolutely nothing about it. Kenrich, bro, like Kenrich is a name. I just, you know, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I never will. But you know, peace and love to the Williams family. No, not Mr. Dink again, right? See, is it just me, or does Jalen Williams look like a bigger version of Brunson? Kind of. I just see a light-skinned Duke Dennis, brother. That's all I see, though. He looks like Duke Dennis, bro. But kind of. He's an interesting player. He has the play style of like a center and a 4, but he's not even really that big. Josh Hart hands over to Bridges. Bridges on the drive. Bridges out to Shamet. Shamet back in. Shamet can't get the bounce. Rebounded by Chet Holmgren. 2-point game yet again. 83-81. 9:53 remains. Holmgren finding Aaron Wiggins. Wiggins picked up by Hart. Wiggins finding Holmgren. Holmgren with the matchup that he is salivating over. Brunson not standing down. He tries to deny, but he's just too little. And the Thunder take advantage of the mismatch and tie the game up at 83. Brunson with the rock. Screen set there from Hart. Brunson now picked up by Kenrich. He steps back for a 3-ball. Misses every.
Tried it.
Jalen Brunson, no good on the 3-ball there, and now the Thunder have an opportunity here to take the lead back. Aaron Wiggins, almost stolen, but that decision almost cost him a 3. Karl Anthony Towns fighting for his life, and Karl Anthony Towns is going to be the culprit of the foul here. Lou Dort on the floor, grabbing his face as he lost the battle to Karl, but won the war with the referees calling the foul on Karl. That's just 2 players fighting for rebounds, man. I hate that call. I hate hustle play calls, man. That's 2 players fighting for rebound. Yeah, he's handing him in the face. Missed me with that, though. They're both going for the rebound, bro. Missed me with that call. I hate that trash. Karl Anthony Towns picking up the foul. Jalen looks like an extra large Brunson. I see what you guys are saying, though. I see what you guys are saying. Lead pass. There's Landry Shamet. Oh, and Landry Shamet now gets called with the foul. Referees got the call from Vegas and now have to get back to what they were doing in the first half. And here we are again with the slogfest of fouls on the way. 83's on the board. Yet another inbound on the way for the Thunder. He said Asian Duke Dennis. Just a light-skinned Duke Dennis. They both got the same eyes and everything, man. 83's on the board. 8:58. Kenrich, who airballed his last one, nails this one. And that's because I said something about his name, so I'm going to take the blame for that 3. 86-83, the Thunder back in charge. Interesting lineup here with Josh Hart. Don't like this lineup. Alvarado, Towns, Bridges, and Shamet. Nice find for Bridges. Bridges loses the rock. He's fouled on the way up. Bridges was going for the poster, but gets hit on the way up. And he gets hit in the Bridges. He shakes it off, and free throws on the way for 25. Bridges wanted the poster, but got fouled in the process. Free throws on the way. CK, this starting lineup is not good, bro. No, I'm not arguing with you, Eddie. I will not argue with you. $86-83. Bridges can bring this game back to a 1-point game. Free throws on the way. First one up and in. CK, Mike Brown playing the dumb lineup again. It's not quite the dumb lineup. It's not quite. It is a dumb lineup, but it's not quite the dumb lineup. There is no dumber lineup than the dumb lineup, and this is not it. Not right now, at least. But I will say I don't like I don't know. Never mind. Let me stop. We keep moving. 84-86, 2-point game. Bridges making the first one. A lot of shifting going around. Josh Hart being subbed out. just hasn't been his game. And Mike Brown got to make the difficult decision, and realizing that as OG and Carl comes in, and suddenly this dumb lineup got a lot smarter. I'm a fan of this, but Bridges playing extended minutes tonight, missing the second of the 2 free throws. I don't think the Knicks have made back-to-back free throws at all tonight. Every time we go to the line, we're splitting. It feels like that. Bridges splitting his free throws, 2-point game. Karl Anthony Towns gets there late, and it's a goaltending on the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander take. 4-point game, 88-84. Again, I feel like the Knicks are doing a lot of good things, but we're still not looking at Karl Anthony Towns. It's Kenrich Williams that's on his hip. Got to get Karl on the block and see what he can do against Kenrich, but he keeps coming back up to the 3-point line. Screen set. Bridges looking around for him. Bridges on the drive. Bridges finding Alvarado. Alvarado faking the 3. Back to Bridges. Bridges off balance. Bridges with not much time left. Picked up by Dort. He doesn't have time. He has to heave. He does get it up just in time. It's no good. Rebounded by Karl. Karl is in trouble. Karl is surrounded. Karl throws it right in between Shamit and GTA. GTA with the rock. If the Knicks get this is going to be some shot clock cheese, and they will. The New York Knicks with the shot clock cheese get the bucket after what was an ugly possession. But look, man, this game has been ugly overall, and the Knicks doing just enough. SGA throws up some nonsense after OG aggressively reached in there, and I think SGA is going to go to the free throw line. Are they in the bonus already? I know he went up for a shot there, but I think they might be in the bonus with the amount of fouls that we have given up. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Look at that strong take. And that's against Lou Dort. Shout out to Jose Alvarado. That is a man's take. And no, it was not a shooting foul. Okay, at least the refs are consistent about something. So it was not a shooting foul. But I think the Knicks, one more foul, they will ultimately be in the bonus, which is not what we want to be this early into the fourth. Aaron Wiggins for 3, and Aaron Wiggins. Let's not do this again. This is exactly how it went last time. We were in the game all the way through, and then Aaron Wiggins took over in the fourth quarter, and we lost. Let's not do this again. I'm getting flashbacks. Jalen Brunson checks back into the game. We have 4 of the starting 5 out there. Shamit in the place of Josh Hart. Hart being regulated to the bench. OG Anunoby, strong take. He can't get it to fall. Karl Anthony Towns tips it free, and it's going to be Thunder ball. Thunder now trying to push themselves back into the driver's seat. They're up by 5 points, under 7 minutes left. Knicks running out of time. Thunder doing just enough. It is the SGA show. Knicks have no response except for a good defensive stop there by Landry Shamit. Knicks need to respond here. Knicks cannot go another possession scoreless. Brunson had options, doesn't go to any of them, just tries to reset against Lou Dort, skips between the defense, throws it up. It's no good. And Karl is getting absolutely killed down there, and he's going to be called with the foul. Karl's got elbows and hands all up on the face going for a rebound, and Towns there gets the foul. I don't know how I feel about any of that there. I don't know, man. There was 4 Thunder players all around. Karl in the middle of it trying to get the rebound. And the referees see the last one, and they're going to give that to them. I don't like that at all. I don't like that one bit, man. Oh, I don't like that at all, man. And officially, the Thunder are now in the penalty. We did not need that to be added. This one's going to come down to the very, very end, as the New York Knicks are now on the wrong side of things after starting the quarter on the right side, but the Thunder winning the fourth quarter so far, 14-6, 91-86 is the score. CK, where's Alvarado? Alvarado is in the, no, Alvarado got taken out for Jalen Brunson. Fugazi Zebras, right? These refs suck. OKC gets help from the refs. Dork on the floor more than Mitch. Brunson needs to change his game, but WTFOG. DOR, we haven't seen much DOR in this second half. Oh, brother, this one's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. We're right there, but when we get those stops, we got to score off of those possessions. We cannot give up those possessions and go scoreless on them. We got to score on those ones. Those are the important ones. You get a stop, got to reward yourself for the stop. Can't have it happen for not. You just can't, man. 7:35 in the building. Shout out to everybody in the chat. This one going down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. Your New York Knicks took a lead after 3 quarters of play. Thunder get it right back here in the fourth quarter. Who is going to come out on top in this one? It's going to be close, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be real, real close. But your New York Knicks are going to continue to fight. Knicks never get calls in big televised games either. We'll see what happens down the stretch. But man, oh man, it's going to be close. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Mambarina says, stop throwing away points at the free throw line. I agree. Mike Brown is coaching scared. Think so. Yeah, you know, I ain't going to say he's coaching scared, but after what I thought was a masterclass of a closing with his coaching in the third quarter, he then got interesting and got a little, you know what, scared might be the right word in the beginning of this fourth quarter. I don't like the decision to start with the starters. I think he should have just kept what he normally would have done with that starting five. You know, the Karl-Anthony Towns, Mo Diawara, either Mikal Bridges or OG Anunoby, Shamet, and Alvarado. I feel like that would have been a good starting five for that fourth quarter. And then you bring Brunson out the 8-minute mark as you typically do. But he started the fourth quarter with the starting five, and it feels like that, you know, that five was the one that brought the Thunder back into the game. It's almost as if your starting five is your worst lineup. Oh boy. But anyways, now the Knicks not playing from behind, and I can't help but think that, I didn't like how we started this fourth quarter. We're not going no way with ISO game Brunson. Give up the ball. Deborah Flowers not happy as Mo Dort. Lou Dort misses the free throw. My eye. 91-86. It's nice to see them split the free throws. And he will. Misses the first, makes the second. 92-86. Got to score on this one. Can't watch them continue to grow this lead. We've got to score on this possession. 86-92, 6:25 remains. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Brunson still the one holding the rock. He finally finds OG. OG with the confidence pulls the three and gets it to fall. 89-92, a three-point game. 14 points for Ogugu in this one. A stop here gives the Knicks an opportunity to cut this to a one-possession game or tie the game up. And, the Thunder, do they just skip the gym? They are on the floor a lot. They making Landry Shamet out there look like the Incredible Hulk. How many of them going to end up on the floor? Damn. I need a highlight reel of how many times the Thunder are on the ground. My word, bruh. Now Isaiah Joe to the line for more free throws. First one down. What are we doing? Mambarina said exactly. Starting five was not the best choice at that point. Agreed. And both of them, man, Isaiah Joe drains those free throws, barely touching the net. 94-89, 6 minutes remain in this fourth quarter. It's time to put up or shut up. OG Anunoby, strong drive, draws contact, no foul, and it is going to be a foul. They do give it to OG and one. Yeah, we saw Kenrich Williams. Not only did he move on that charge attempt, I think his heel was also in. No, he was definitely out, but he was, look at him, he was moving around. So that is the right call. I thought they were just going to make it a no call, but it's the right one. I wouldn't be surprised if Oklahoma City tries to challenge it. But yeah, look, bro, he is moving. He was moving all over the place. That is 100%. Yeah, and he's challenging. I knew he was going to challenge it. There's no way. Let me not say that because you know how, y'all like to blame me for these overturned challenges. But, bro, Kenrich Williams moved all over the place before that. There's no way in hell. There's no way in hell. No way in hell. But is there? We'll find out. OG Anunoby possibly an and one play or a charging foul. We'll see what the referees decide, but just with how the referees have been today, anything is possible. No Kevin Garnett. I'm not okay with not seeing DOR. Could definitely use his length. Yeah. Challenge will be overturned. Yeah, I'm a little worried, but, come on, man. Can't be, bro. Can't be. OKC coach looked like a stockbroker. You should see his name. I still can't even say his name, probably. Dagenalt? How do you say his name? Yeah, man, that's some great scouting. Finding this dude out here, been cooking. Still can't say his name to this day. Sigh. They will win the challenge. Ref's money is clear. Oh, boy. He stuck his hand. Not only did he stick his hands out, my man was twerking right before he went down, but, yeah, I could definitely see this going their way. We'll see. I'm prepared for an overturn, but he was definitely moving. Yep, Wisdom, that's where I'm at. That's exactly where I'm at. That he was moving, but it will be overturned. I think everyone is aware. Diagonally. Dagenalt? I can't say it, bro. Someone's going to have to phonetically spell it. His feet were sliding. That can't be overturned. It can't be, but it could be. OKC got the refs in their pocket. This is a game we need to win, Pistol Pete says. CK, that hat, though. Appreciate you, Jane. Too much money bet these days. Easy for it to influence these games. Just ask Chauncey. I think I would, before I ask Chauncey, I would ask Terry Rozier. Real question, CK. Real question is, CK, can you pick out the Thunder head coach out of a New York City 34th Street walking lineup? Probably not, bro. Unless, like, he could even be walking around in Oklahoma City like a quarter zip. I probably still wouldn't get him. Bro. That's a fact. I probably still wouldn't even be able to guess him, bro. Oh, man, it's overturned, isn't it? I can see the chat is reacting to it because you guys are in the future. They overturned it, yeah. Well, can't say I'm surprised. I'm still on a commercial break, but I can't say I'm surprised. That is insane. I would love to hear the reasoning behind it, but I don't think we get that, do we? Do we get the reasoning behind why it's overturned, or we just have to hear? But he's moving. Wait, Mike Breen and Tim Legler saying he definitely had position. I don't know basketball, bro. Yeah, this is reason 825 why I don't know basketball. I don't know the game of basketball. I don't understand. Yes, he was in position first, but his feet were moving prior to being like I don't know basketball. I don't understand the charge call. I don't understand the blocking call. I don't know basketball. 94-89 is the score. And the Thunder, that might have been the play that takes the air out of our sails or not. The Knicks get a rebound off of a miss. Bridges going all the way. Lot of contact, and again, no call. Blocked by Chet Holmgren, but Bridges got hit on the hip. I guess it only works one way. 3-ball for Lou Dort. He can't get it to fall. Knicks get another possession. Full court pass there to, golly, Brunson goes down hard. No foul called yet again. There goes Landry Shamet. He misses the up and under. Knicks are just all over the floor, but I guess the fouls don't go our way, huh? It only works one way. I guess it only works one way. SGA picked up. SGA going around Karl Anthony Towns. Wide open Chet. Picked up by OG. Lou Dort. Oh, my God. Down goes Shamet. And somehow the Knicks get it back. Jalen Brunson gets his third charge of the night. And the Knicks doing a good job getting these stops here down the stretch, but we got to score off of them. Knicks got no fouls, by the way. Oh, no, Brunson went down on his own ankle. Sorry, yeah, my apologies. Yeah, that ain't no foul. That ain't no foul. That ain't no foul, but the charge, we got it back in blood. Again, that was his bad ankle, too, so luckily Brunson is just bounced right back in action. OG Anunoby! OG Anunoby puts the Thunder on a poster and is a 3-point game. 16 points for Ogugua. Out to Lou Dort. A lot of trust in Lou Dort. He's strong. Rebounded by Bridges. And the Knicks again get a stop. Can they get a bucket here? Can they cut this game down to 1 or even tie it? I expect the defense to be intense there. Bridges had space. Bridges on the drive. Bridges has Chet Holmgren slipping. Oh, but can't get the bounce. Oh, man, that should be Knicks ball, but they're going to say it's out of bounds. No, it is going to be Knicks ball. Oh man, we needed that shot there. But OG Anunoby. What's happening now? Are they challenging it again? The Thunder are challenging it again, aren't they? The Thunder are challenging it again. Or are they just calling a timeout for the referees to look it over? Nope, the Thunder are challenging it again. Here we go. I can't lie. Can't get mad at the coach over there in Oklahoma City. Some great challenge work right now at the right time, because these are all key plays to keep them in it. But again, I'm not on MSG, so I don't get to see the replay. So to me, in real-time action, it looked like they tipped the ball out last. But clearly, they saw something, because they get to look at the play over and over again. They saw something where it was us that probably took the ball loose. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is overturned as well. So might not be in our favor yet again. Good challenge. No more challenges for you. Yeah, we got it. Doodoo Brown doesn't challenge. He does not challenge. The amount of questionable calls we had in this, or lack thereof, the fact that he doesn't at least even use the challenge is insane to me, bro. All right, can we see the replay, please? Can we see the replay? I would like to see who tipped it out of bounds. Nah, that's Knicks ball. What are we looking at? Why would you? Yeah, I guess you just swinging for the fence. That's clearly off Lou Dort. Knicks got to keep this one. There's no way that this gets overturned. There's no way that this is overturned. That's Knicks ball, man. There's no way this gets overturned. There's none. I'm not even gonna play but I ain't gonna be surprised. But no, brother, please, bro, please. What are we talking about? That's clearly that's off Lou Dort. What is? I could ref a better game of basketball off my couch. Facts, bro. I don't care what any of you guys in the chat tell me. That's not a foul. I don't care what any of you guys tell me. You can show me the play 1,000 times. I don't care if you hit him in the back of the head. We're going for a rebound. That's not a foul, bro. I don't care what any of y'all tell me. That's a soft call. None of y'all can tell me nothing, bro. That ain't no foul. 4 minutes left. Tons of time. But man, oh man. But thank God the Thunder are all out of challenges. Knicks still have theirs. Probably won't use it. What will the Knicks do to respond after the stoppage of time? Fadeaway jumper, no good for Brunson. Nice recovery there from Towns. Towns out to Bridges. Bridges over to OG. OG finding Shamit. Shamit picked up by SGA. Going right after him. A lot of contact. And Shamit has been the hero of this half. Beautiful play. Beautiful draw. And SGA, the culprit. Shamit to the line for 2 free throws. I'm not crying. My eye, bro. Landry Shamit, too. Short on the first one. Great play. Just cannot get the bucket. Just give me one, Shamit. Thank you. All right. 92-96, 4-point game. Defense is crucial. with the last 33 minutes and 40 seconds remain. It's not over, but the Knicks need to lock in and score off of a stop here. Good help there from Karl-Anthony Towns. Good switching between the two of them. The Knicks right now doing a great job with movement. Karl slides over a little late, but still contested it enough. Just a tough make there for Chet Holmgren. Back to a 6-point game. Knicks got to score on this possession. Good move there from Brunson. Brunson full head of steam. He finds OG for a corner three. It's no good. And they did a great job blocking out Karl there for that rebound. Thunder in the driver's seat. 6-point game, 98-92. SGA, he throws up some nonsense. He draws contact. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, for sure. All right. Okay. Okay. Shout out to Jacob Ball with the $5 super set. I'm busy tonight, but I wanted to drop in quick to tell you that you're still the GOAT. We're winning this game. Let's go, Knicks. I believe. Okay. Appreciate the super, Jacob. Geo Slap says that'll do it. And Karl-Anthony Towns fouls out on that play. Remember, he is second in the NBA in fouls committed. And Josh Hart. Prove me wrong, 3. Prove me wrong, 3. Prove me wrong, 3. And we didn't even challenge that to even give Karl a chance. We didn't even challenge. That is his 6th foul. You ain't going to challenge it to give him a shot? Interesting choice, Mr. Brown. Interesting choice. All right, prove me wrong, 3. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, man. Prove me wrong. The fact that Mike Brown didn't even attempt to challenge that is kind of crazy to me, but we move. Off of a foul out, you ain't going to use it. You ain't going to use it. All right, 8-point game, 2:55 remains. Knicks got to score a little bit quick here. We got to score nonetheless. Brunson gets to the, great defense by Wallace. And yeah, Thunder now found their groove, and this one might be all but over as they trail by 8. Shout out to Ties with a $5 super set. Remember, Doodoo Brown also thought last night's game was more important for Mitch and also has little faith in Mo. 3 ball up and no good by Chet. Rebounded by Hart. Knicks need to score quick and in a hurry. Hart holds on to it. He hands it off to Brunson. Brunson picked up by Dort. Brunson off the drive. Brunson with the very risky pass. Tipped out of bounds. Going to still be Knicks ball. Straight up, Frankie. Straight up. 192. 2:16 left in the game. Got to score. Knicks got to score here. Inbound to Bridges. Bridges finding Hart. Hart looking around for Brunson. Brunson picked up by Holmgren. Brunson going to shoot over Holmgren. Passes it to Hart, and Hart gets the bucket. All right, 6-point game with 2 minutes remaining. That's, in theory, that's just 2 shots, but defense is where it's going to come down to. OG Anunoby picking up SGA. 3 ball by Isaiah Joe. Joe, no good. Rebounded by Hart. And the Knicks now can score quick, and we could be still in this. Brunson picked up by Wallace. Brunson going right after Wallace. Brunson with the floater way short. Lot of contact on the play for Hart, and the foul called by Dort. And now Hart should be shooting free throws. Hopefully not splitting them and getting both of them when we need them. Shout out to Jane Birkin with the $2 super set. Josh gonna do Josh things. Heavy eye roll. Shout out to Jane for the $2. Appreciate you. Well, we go. Oh, no, sorry. They're not going to say who's shooting. Looked like he went for the putback. I guess not. So inbound here for the Knicks. I think that was their foul to give. I could be wrong. 6-point game still. Inbounds to Bridges. Bridges hands it off to Brunson. Brunson rolling around. Picked up by Chet Holmgren. Brunson on the drive. Brunson, why are we doing those kind of passes to Hart? And Hart sells the foul. Hart this time has to be going to the line as the Knicks now are in the bonus. 2 free throws on the way this time. And this could then cut this game down to a 4-point game. Math, ladies and gentlemen. But Josh Hart, please, please, I beg of thee, don't split these free throws. All we've been doing is splitting free throws. Eddie Mars said, CK, why Brunson don't pass the cat like he passes the Hart? Josh Hart gets the first one to fall. Mike Brown tried to prove that he can win without Mitch. Big mistake. Brunson is gassed. Frank is saying, he's with me. Frank agreeing with me. Said, prove what's wrong. 3. That's all I'm asking. Prove what's wrong. Josh Hart makes both free throws. Big free throws. 4-point game. A stop would go a long way here for the Knicks. 1:30 left. Again, I want to say my catchphrase, but I will not say it. Let's just see how we lock in here. 96-100. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. We got Joe and Bridges falling. SGA. That is a shot to hit over OG Anunoby. Tough shot. Brunson back over to Hart. Yo, Brunson is featuring Josh Hart right now. It's one of the wildest displays I have ever seen. But at least he scored 98-103. Cross court to Wallace. Wallace holding on to the ball. OG on assignment on SGA. The two of them have been going back and forth. Ball moving around. Lou Dort throws it right to Shamet, but there's a foul on the play. And I think they're going with the blocking foul. No, it's a charge. Another drawn charge for Brunson, and the Knicks now have possession with a 5-point game. Lou Dort's walking over to the bench, so I think he might have fouled out as well. He did. Oh, yeah, great positioning for Brunson. They can't even challenge it if they wanted to. Shout out to Jack City with a $5 super set. A Knicks fan just entered the chat. NYK, New York Knicks. This game was Knicks versus Thunder and refs. Oh, snap. They just gave me a technical for saying that. Knicks, Jack City, appreciate the super. Let's see, man. He said, Hart trying for you, CK. I mean, look, Brunson is aggressively featuring him in the offense right now, which is a choice. But, hey, we're still in this game, 5-point game. A bucket is needed, man. We need a tough one here, but it needs to be a smart one at the same time. Brunson going one-on-one against SGA. Fadeaway jumper at the elbow, gets it to fall. And now it's a 3-point game. There's tons of time left. The Knicks cannot commit a foul, but this is where SGA thrives and getting these late game fouls to go to the free throw line and dash the Knicks' hopes of winning this game. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. He finds Chet. Chet picked up by Shamet. I don't like this matchup. Shamet staying with Chet. Chet with the fadeaway jumper. It's flat. Rebounded by Hart. Hart finds Brunson on the run. Brunson holds on to it. He's picked up by Wallace. Brunson with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Brunson picked up by Chet Holmgren. Goes the opposite direction. Is poked free. And the Knicks get the ball back. And I'm assuming a timeout has to be on the way. And it is. Mike Brown wants time. 6 seconds on the clock. One shot is all we need to tie this thing up, or will this end in heartbreak? Bridges trying to hype up the bench. Bridges even looking right at Shamet saying, be ready to shoot. So the New York Knicks trailing by 3 points. Possession after the timeout. And for the love of God, please no turnover on this inbound, because you know that is something that has happened in the past for the New York Knicks in big moments like this. Speaking of big moments, make sure you download Prize Picks today to use that promo code KFTV to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Guys, that is KFTV to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Download Prize Picks today. Appreciate you, Prize Picks. The Knicks right now on the biggest play of the entire game coming up right after this commercial break. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We are up as high as 808, now at 824. RIP to Kobe Bryant. Shout out to everybody in here, man. I don't want to see OT tonight, please. Frank says, Frank, I got bad news, brother. There's no other way. We got to score this bucket and go to overtime. We can't win this in regulation unless some crazy nonsense happens. But yeah, this one's going to have to be done. Now, I'm going to be honest. I am going to excommunicate myself from the chat right now because you guys are slightly ahead of me. I'm going to focus on the game. I'm going to call this game as the Knicks now have 6 seconds left on the clock to make one of the biggest shots of the night, or possibly Well, we don't want to talk about the other side. Knicks must make the shot. Hart with the inbound. Hart looking around. Hart finding Brunson. Couldn't ask for a better shot. Brunson falls flat. Still a second left. OG fires it in time. And it's short. And the New York Knicks not able to get the job done. We get 2 opportunities, and it just comes up short. The Knicks fought and stayed with it through all of the nonsense and lose this one by 3. Look, at least it ended in a fight by the Knicks. We come up short. We get another shot at this team later in the month. We'll be ready for then. But a 3-point loss against the Oklahoma City Thunder, the defending champions. Brunson had a ho-hum game, a good third quarter, but the rest of the game, not so great for Jalen Brunson. Mikal Bridges, 15, 17 for Karl as he fouled out in this one. Josh Hart, 10 points, 12 rebounds as he found a groove way too late into the game. Landry Shamet had a good third quarter. Interesting substitutions down the stretch. I thought he did a great job in the third quarter, but fourth quarter, Mike Brown just went dumb and made some weird and interesting choices. Chet Holmgren seems to be shaken up. Might have gotten hit in the head, not entirely sure, but he is shaken up as the Knicks take the loss against the Thunder. I mean, it's a good week to me. We split. We took out San Antonio. Unfortunately, lose to the Thunder. We will bounce back. We will see these guys again. I'm not worried, but it is what it is. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. It was a big game. We tried it. We came close. Just couldn't get the job done. Lot to still work on in our game, but we kept it close, and I'm going to take that for what it is. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to my mods and members. Shout out to all the supers we got today. Shout out to you guys over on Twitch, on Twitter, and all of the above. You know the vibes. No music for you because your New York Knicks could not get the job done today. Post game coming up next, live here on KnicksFanTV. It's been your boy CK2K. Go check out my channel as well if you haven't already. Tough loss. Tough loss. A lot that could have been cleaned up. A lot that could have been done better. But the Knicks are going to have to deal with the L and be ready for the next matchup as it will be our final against Oklahoma City. Y'all be easy. Y'all have a good night. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate all the subs, members, mods, and everyone in between. Eddie Marr says, CK, good game. If Mitch plays, we win this easily. I hope so. We will see in the next outing. Thanks, CK. Proud that we fought, blaming this one on the refs. Yeah, there's a lot of things you could blame on this one, but Knicks came close. Got to get the job done next time. Peace out to you, Smooth Will. Shout out to you, Jack City. Frankie, good game. Not mad at this one. Mad the refs was calling every little thing, but we played well, and so did OKC. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Referees chose their side. We'll see what we do in the next matchup. I'm out of here, man. Y'all be easy. Have a good one. Post game coming up next with CP and Alex Treteris. I'm out. No music for you. Peace. See you guys in the next game.